Yeah? 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 See that switch before? It was like, yeah,
good.
man, totally cool. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Don't want to turn it on that much. I'm fucking tired as fuck.
Gotta wake up.
Gotta wake the fuck up, Josh. Josh!
It's hard to do.
Woo! It's very hard to do. But see, look at like
6 in the afternoon.
and it's also like
6 in
hey, 6:42.
Is that
I've been
evening?
working
Is
since
that night?
I've been working since 7:30, son. I'm fucking baked.
Boom.
I, like weed baked.
like high.
I smoked that kush. Is that what the kids say?
That is. And
Yeah.
they're apparently, my cousin who works in a very large company, a corporate company in this world, got a memo today. He sent me the memo via email. It said, this company will no longer be testing for THC or cannabis.
Hey!
It's awesome. So he's like,
come with its own like little vial of a nug.
like, let's get high. The funny thing is that my cousin he is so bad at getting high. He's one of those dudes that gets high and then just zones out.
That's what I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I get paranoid and I just like are in my own head.
Yep.
I actually thought about this the other day because I don't smoke. I don't do any drugs or anything like that.
Okay.
I thought about like straight Stephen King shit, going to a cabin in the woods by myself, getting stoned just off like marijuana and just see what I come up with.
Yeah. Section
Just
about
why
it,
the
yeah.
fuck not?
You know what you would really enjoy is mushrooms. I really think you would. No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
God.
I think
that scares me.
it shouldn't.
Any
would,
hallucination shit scares the hell out of me.
Anything where I lose my control and
But
balance.
here's
and
the
all
thing.
that.
I think that mushrooms, especially like how they are now with like mini or micro doses via chocolates and whatever, it's like the happiest drug in the world.
Well, they just made it legal somewhere too, right?
Well, it's
or not legal, but
it's decriminalized in the city of Denver, Colorado.
hey,
Ooh, that's where you just came back.
were.
Correct. Well, we walked into one of the weed stores like, can you guys sell us mushrooms? And like, it doesn't work like that. And then like the guy
But
was
you can
sort of
buy
like,
just weed anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you can do that here too, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
it's
There's billboards all over, all up and down.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they say.
Yeah.
Who knew
They
that
really
Dr.
should.
Dre would have come true this early on?
Hey, Dre.
You know?
He hasn't been Me Too to R. Kelly yet, so what's up?
2002. Like, we're coming on 30 years since The Chronic.
30 years. Oh, the original Chronic.
Yeah.
You smoked
My
that
Chronic
shit?
2001.
You
My
smoked
Chronic
that
was
shit?
2001.
Yeah.
That was like my childhood. 2001 Chronic.
I mean, first of all, Chronic 2001 is one of the greatest albums ever recorded.
Fuck yeah.
If you like rap and hip hop, that album changed the effing game. But before that changed the game, the actual The Chronic, Dr. Dre's first album, is the kind of like, as a white kid from Pittsburgh, boom.
There you go. Yeah.
When that album came out, the white kid from Pittsburgh, like my brother and I were like, are we allowed to like this music? This is really good. And I remember my dad coming down when we would like illegally watch MTV. I grew up in a pretty conservative house.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Illegally.
In my parents' eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My parents did not
Sent
like
you to jail for
MTV.
watching Beavis and Butthead.
They sure did.
Shit.
Light shit on fire. And that when this song came out, when this video popped on, I remember my dad coming in the basement. He's like, "What is this?" And then the video was just girls, like hot black girls in bikinis. And my dad's like, "What is going on down here?" And then my mom comes down. He's like, "Turn it, turn it, turn it." Because like my dad was really cool. My mom was definitely a lot more like, "What are you kids watching?"
Yeah.
But then my mom was also kind of a little gullible because we convinced her that parental advisory on the thing meant it's okay for parents
It's
to listen
accepted.
to.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, and she believed that until like I think she saw Tipper Gore advertising, you know, like these gangster rappers and NWA. And
What year was you said the Chronic was what?
2001?
no, Chronic 2001 was 2001. The actual Chronic was 94, wasn't it?
I don't know.
92,
It doesn't say on
92,
here.
94.
I was born in 92.
But that's a crazy. Well, like back then in '92, no internet, nothing.
Nothing.
You get all your shit from TV.
From MTV.
Yeah.
You guys,
Wired phones?
yeah, December 15th, 1992. I knew it was 1992.
I was 9 months.
9 months. I was 10. No, I was 10. About to be
Shit.
11.
When did the Beastie Boys come out?
Well, the first
that
Beastie
80s?
first Beastie
Really?
Boys album I think was
80s?
85.
Oh, okay.
believe
Did
was the
that
first
change
Beastie
the game for you as like a white kid from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it did. It did. Well, so my brother was my biggest musical influence because he actually bought albums and I just listened to what he bought. I was never
Dude, it's the same. I didn't have an older brother, but my cousin Chase. Same reason. Like every music that he listened to, so every phase he went through, like psychobilly, punk, rap. Like he went through all. He dressed like it too. I was like, oh, I want to be like that, but I never did.
Right. My brother was, you know, I was the kid that listened to the radio all the time. Like I loved the radio.
Yeah.
There was 2 stations in Pittsburgh that I loved. There was 96.9 and 102.5, and they were both classic rock stations. And there was a station called B94, which was 93.7, and they had like the wild morning shows, like Baba in the morning. Like, yes, exactly. And they got kicked off the air. This is the funniest stunt ever, right? So they got kicked off the air because they put Bubba in a lawn chair and tied an F-ton of balloons to him, and he like lifted above the ceiling, and they couldn't get him. Like they were like people, they were like, oh my God, he's gonna die. So they tried to get like,
wait, Bubba the Love Sponge Bubba, or different Bubba?
Bubba Shrimp.
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it's amazing that Bubba Gump Shrimp has never had a TV commercial. Have you ever seen a Bubba Gump TV?
It just does fine with
just just exists in touristy locations.
Well, they play Forrest Gump on like TNT every year.
That's true.
So long.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We've been sitting next to a millionaire.
But yeah, he did that. He did that stunt, and then
he did that stunt, and then B94 basically became like, it was not allowed to be cool anymore. I don't know what happened, but that stunt was the end of an era. Now it's a sports talk radio, that station in Pittsburgh, which is crazy. But so I always listened to the radio like I was doing my homework. I just had a little boombox. My brother had this like full CD player, and because CDs was how we listened to music before kids had
with the books,
with the books,
the CD books.
Whoa! Lyrics.
Did you guys have that?
Yeah, I had a first cassette.
Okay.
Enema of the State.
Did you really?
Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication.
Wow.
Yeah, I had those on cassette.
Tape.
Wow. We couldn't afford shit, man. We Mexican, dog.
No way.
We could afford some stuff, but not everything.
Were you the kind of dude that? Because my favorite thing to do was record mixtapes off the radio.
I know. My cousin would always make like mix CDs for me. He's like, here, check it all out. And then he did one. I've told this before, but he did one where like all the songs blended into each other. So I think he did like Toxicity, System of a Down. That all the songs would start like overlapping each other. It was cool as fuck.
That's kind of dope.
I think the CDs came out around the time when I started like getting aware of music.
Okay.
So it went straight to like customizable CDs.
Yeah.
Not I skipped over the tape.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was like a big tape guy. I think that I know that my parents still have my old sports Walkman, because there was the Discman and then there was the Walkman, right? And the Walkman was cassettes.
Yeah.
And so I would go on the radio, and my brother has like favorite mixtapes of mine that like say like States 99 pump tape, and it was just like rock that I recorded off the radio for like a year, like getting ready for it.
So you still have all those at home?
Oh, they're still at home, and like old. My parents aren't hoarders of like weird stuff. They're just hoarders of my brother's youth.
Childhood.
Right?
Yeah.
And so we have like boxes of cassette tapes, boxes of baseball cards, that kind of stuff, right? And my brother, like there are so many tapes where it'll be the end of a song. It's like, thank you. All right, Pittsburgh, are you ready this weekend? And then it'll cut. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
amazing.
Because I didn't get it in time. And then I tried to cut like certain songs, but like the end of the song bled into something. And the hardest song that I ever got, like I would, as soon as the song was over, I'd sit by the record on the classic rock because I was waiting for Journey Any Way You Want It.
Because you can only hear it once every 10 years when it comes on the radio?
No, because it starts any way you want it. It doesn't, there's no intro to it. So there's no like lead up to it. Like at least in Separate Ways, which he just played, it was like, first of all, this is one of the greatest music videos ever made.
I never seen it. I love this song.
Okay. What they do in this music video is they play air instruments the whole time. So like you have Jonathan Cain on the air piano.
That's
and
great.
then the drummer just doing the air drums, and Steve Perry like slamming stuff, but he's holding a microphone.
Yeah.
But they're all air instrumentaling in a music video. And they're in like, they're behind this old, like industrial park with a metal garage, and they're all.
How come I've never seen this music video?
Real angsty, and they're walking towards the camera, and they're playing their air instruments as they're walking. Dude, it makes no sense, but it's amazing. It's
pretty dope.
Yeah. That's 80s, right?
Yeah.
80s?
Journey's 80s.
Yeah.
Steve Perry, once Steve Perry left the band, he did his solo stuff in like I think 87, 88. Then Journey came back in the mid-90s with a new lead singer. Then they dropped him, and then they got the guy that they have now, Arnold Pineda, who's from the Philippines.
That's the Filipino. Okay, that's the band that got the Filipino.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he sounds like Steve Perry, but
we all know
it's not Steve Perry.
But does he have the stage presence of a Steve Perry?
I don't like to say that he does, Brian.
Why did he leave? Just cause?
You know,
I don't know the story.
Do you remember the old VH1 Behind the Musics?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I loved those shows.
Yeah.
Right? Those things are the best because you
Is that
learned
the one where the intro says, "What about me?"
Yes.
Chris Tucker says
Yes.
that.
Chris Tucker?
Yeah.
Lee!
Yeah.
Lee!
I gotta look at
It's my Chris Tucker
Yeah,
impression.
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Thank you.
they did a journey behind the music, and Steve Perry said that he never felt welcome in the band or something. The band was like, we have no idea what he's talking about. I think it was just one of those things where Steve Perry, first of all, Journey started without Steve Perry. Journey was a band, and they had great musical tracks, but they didn't have a lead singer. And so they brought on Steve Perry, and he started writing a bunch of the music, and a bunch of the music that he wrote went straight to number one, right? And then when they split up, Journey made another album. It did nothing, and Steve Perry did 2 solo albums that both hit number one. And he had like 3 number one singles off.
I
2
see a
solo
pattern
albums.
here.
And then Steve Perry won an Oscar. He's
really?
Yeah, he won an Oscar. I think for
All Quiet on the Western Front.
No, he.
I just pulled a random book that I read in high school. And I know
why is he dying from that?
I know I made
All Quiet on the Western Front was a movie from like the 50s.
Yeah, well, it's based off of a book
about
I know
World War I.
Yeah, it's the only thing that I know of that's based off of World War I.
It's one of
I
those
don't know.
I don't know those movies where like the voice sounds like, "Come on, get on the back of some truck." Like there's no microphones that are able to pick up clean sound. It's like, don't you die on me, Ricky? You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Yeah,
I don't know why. That's with Ken. It seems like a Steve Perry thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he wrote the song for who wrote the song for Tarzan? That was Phil Collins, I think, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think it was he wrote a song that was that won an Oscar. I believe. That might be false, but I know that he had 3 number one singles off his solo albums. Yeah. Journey got pissed, and they realized that they couldn't do it without Steve Perry. They couldn't put the band back together, whatever the case may be. Journey's never really performed with Steve Perry again. Even to the point where at the Hall of Fame induction, they all went up on stage together, and then when Journey performed, Arnel Pineda performed.
That's fucking weird.
Steve Perry did not perform with them.
Wow. Yeah. So still Bad Blood, though, after all?
I think they're still Bad Blood.
Wow.
And apparently, he hangs out at Talleyrand over there on Olive.
Really?
That diner on Olive here in Burbank.
Yeah. I have to go check that out.
I've taken Amanda there for dinner. She did not appreciate it, so I just go there by myself.
Just waiting for Steve Perry to come in?
Yeah, I've been there. Sometimes on the way home from work, if I leave and Amanda's not going to be home for a while and I have nothing to do after work, I'll stop at Talleyrand for a drink because they have a decent happy hour. Mm-hmm. And also Fritz Coleman, the local weatherman, Fritz Coleman, hosts karaoke night there.
What day?
What day?
I'm pretty sure it's Thursday night.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm going.
Okay, Thursday night. Check us out there. Wangers and Macuga will be there.
They have this you walk in, it's a diner up top, and you walk down, it's still a diner downstairs, but there's a small little bar, and it's just a total local Burbank crowd. And I don't think anybody is in there under 60. Except for Josh Macuga.
Love it.
Because I love local bars and I love diners. I love diners. And I've been
coffee?
told.
You a fan of diner coffee?
I don't drink coffee. But I am a big fan. No, I'm a big fan of the large plastic cups of iced tea that they give you.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've only stopped at Talleyrand mostly thinking because Bonnie Somerville told me that Steve Perry hangs out at Talleyrand.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know what? His journey may have ended, but ours is just beginning.
Boom!
Yeah, I wrote this.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I really wish I did. This is a song, but I just royalty-free something.
This is good.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Wanger Show. I believe this is episode 129. Got 120 fucking 9 of these goddamn things.
I feel privileged. I like the number 29.
You should.
It's the All Quiet on Western Front of numbers.
Hey, if you want to know that reference,
See
Patreon. Patreon.com/Wangers.
I got you guys at least one subscriber on Patreon.
$1. That's what you get. All Quiet on the Western Front and Journey references.
So many Western Front jokes. It's huge.
We're back here. Josh Macuga, I believe this is your second.
I think it's my second appearance.
Time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've been on the same show as
Whoa!
Macuga.
First time.
Yeah, the one time I've been on, you were gone.
Yeah.
You were gone?
Yeah.
You left us.
Yeah. I bet
You left us, unlike Cody, who really left us.
I mean, he really did.
Because he'd appreciate that one. Cody's a dad now, everybody.
I feel really privileged that I'm here, the first full official episode of Cody as a dad.
So his last episode was like two episodes ago. RB3 was the first guest of him being gone because we didn't want him to be all the way over here. If there was a emergency, he had to go.
Gotta go.
Totally understandable. So he's gone. They finally had the kid. Thank God. Mm-hmm. Now you're the first episode here where
so
you're in the first episode where you're in a world where Cody's a dad.
Whoa.
crazy.
Crazy. And just to think, a few short years ago, we were at his wedding. And, people were puking off a gazebo.
They were.
I was out in the parking lot smoking cigarettes with Adam Smith.
I was passed out on the bed.
Yeah, I talked to.
I haven't showed you that photo. I'll show you that photo. It's great.
I was talking to Cody's bride's parents, thinking they weren't deaf. I had no idea.
No idea.
I had no idea. And Cody was like, "They're deaf," and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's my bad on that one." Did not.
Very sweet people though.
Sweetest,
wonderful
all
people.
The sweetest. Great koozie. I still have it from the wedding. Great koozie. Great location. That was a cool.
It was such a fun.
Did you guys stay out there? You were in the hotel out there?
No, we Amanda's sister doesn't live far.
Oh, nice.
So we went and stayed with them that night. I mean, it was like a 20-minute drive from that location, so it was great. And the funny part about that wedding, and I think I've told Cody this, maybe I said it in the thing, was I kept meeting some of his relatives, and they're like, "We're from Norco." I was like, "That's a painkiller. You're not from that's not."
Norco's North Corona.
I know. I had no idea. I was like, "Norco, that's a painkiller."
That's what my mom.
Yeah. My dad had back surgery.
I got a really bad headache. Can you hand me a couple pills of Norco, please?
Norco. Yeah.
I'm gonna prescribe you some Norco for that leg injury there.
You can get the 210 runs right through the pill.
Thanks. Josh Macuga is
Love
here.
these sound like Brian, aka Beardo. I don't call you Beardo anymore. I know it's Christian and Brian.
It's our brand, dude.
It's a brand. I got it.
It's all about our names.
You work that sound thing over there. You are legitimately what DJs think they are. You know how DJs are always like they're hitting things, but they're really just like playing with a fan. They're just pointing to.
That's
a
like your ongoing joke.
Yes.
On Macuga or
Josh Macuga show.
Yeah.
DJs just guys who are good at iTunes. True or false?
I do love that one. Do that one. And then once in a while you get like the wait, no.
Yeah,
they do things.
Maybe. Yeah. Dude, listen, I went to a really one of those famous people birthdays and Zed performed and he just stood there and just hit play.
And then they go and dance.
Yeah. And they're dancing behind it.
It depends on the people.
Yeah.
Like if Paris Hilton is DJing, it's like she's just playing her stuff.
Why? Because she's a woman?
Because she's Paris Hilton.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
But like actual DJs can.
I was also
like
at a
an
party
art
where
form.
Paris Hilton was DJing and she fell off the DJ stage because she was so blacked out drunk. So that's how you know DJing is hard.
Yeah.
And the music just kept going. So you know that she really wasn't.
Did she ever have a
doing
song?
anything.
I feel like she had a song.
She did.
Yeah.
She came out with a movie too, right?
The Hottie and the Naughty.
No, that porno.
Yeah,
that one
Oh,
too.
okay. Yeah. Oh, no, she was in House of Wax.
She was in
Oh,
House of Wax.
yeah, I remember that with
Never
Chad
seen
Michael
it, but I
Murray.
remember.
Chad Michael Murray.
One Tree Hill.
And Alicia Cuthbert.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, she gets fucked up in that movie. Remember she gets like her finger cut off or some shit?
I actually like that movie.
I like that movie too, actually.
I went
saw it
to
in theaters.
Alicia Cuthbert is Canadian. She's a big hockey fan.
Yeah.
Really?
She's married to a hockey player now, but she actually used to date a penguin. And I remember my mom and dad going like an actual penguin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, honey.
Penguins are the most adorable effing things.
Why is Pee Wee Herman a penguin all of a sudden?
That's pretty good.
That's good.
I fucking found out Amber the other day. She's like, I hate that guy. We're like, what? You hate Pee Wee Herman?
Like Paul Rubens?
No.
What?
I don't know.
I mean, back in my
I think
day,
I'll leave her. No, I'm kidding.
Pee Wee Herman's, like Pee Wee's Playhouse on Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, yeah, dude. That
Like
fucking
the
chair scared the
big-
shit out of me.
Yeah, that's a scary
Cherry?
Cherry
I
the
don't
chair.
know what his
No,
name is.
His name was
there
Cherry?
was a Cherry.
He was a chair. I don't know if his name was Cherry. He was a blue chair.
I think Cherry was like the hot girl that was like his neighbor.
Yeah, the one that would pop in and say, hey, Pee Wee.
Yeah, what you up to?
Yeah.
I think Blue's Clues was more our generation.
Okay.
I think Pee Wee kind of fell off after the 90s.
Well, then because he got busted in that porn house jerking off.
Was it the 90s?
Yeah, he got caught. Yeah.
He made a recovery then.
He
He's
got
fine.
caught.
Yeah, separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Fred Willard, I mean, same thing happened to him.
Oh,
basically.
he was
Fred
jerking
Will?
off too?
Yeah, he
Oh,
got
I didn't
caught
know.
whacking it in a porn theater, yeah.
Oh, no.
Isn't that what people do there though?
Yes.
Like why?
Oh, is-
It's what a
Yeah, I
porn
guess
theater
so.
is for.
yeah.
I do another real.
I mean,
Theater.
there's, yeah.
What? No, I'm
What?
Guys,
in All
I'm
Quiet on the
kidding.
Western Front?
Yeah.
That's our second
Hey!
reference.
Patreon.com/wangers. I don't know where the fuck we
Is
were.
this Paris Hilton?
This is Paris Hilton. Nothing in this world.
This just sounds like 2003.
Oh, okay.
What year do we think this is?
I'm kind
It
of
was
on board.
Published in 2013.
2013.
Oh,
But I don't know when it came out.
I'm kind of on
goodness.
board.
It sounds like Call Me Maybe.
Hey, this. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's so produced.
I know we were
and
kind of
great.
shitting on
Okay,
her.
this video is creepy though. Look at, there's a kid and then she's like in her underwear dancing around him. Watch.
Oh, this is
like
Hot for the
Paris Hilton
Teacher.
is?
Yeah. Look at that. What is that?
What the fuck?
With a kid.
This is creepy.
That's very weird. That.
How many videos does it have?
2.6 million.
That's
Wow.
not bad.
Yeah. She's a good artist.
All right.
Separate the art.
I mean, can you imagine? So, there's obviously a momager for that teen that auditioned for that music video. And they're like, so Paris Hilton's going to be in a bikini humping your son's face. She's like, okay.
She's like, how much do I get paid?
Yeah.
The mom's like, I don't know about this. The kid's like, Mom, let me fucking do this.
Unless that was like a young 18.
Yeah, like one
he
of those.
Looks like
he
a famous actor now.
He does.
He kind of actually looks like.
What has he been?
Does he look like the
Brendan? The kid from the. His nickname is the kid.
in the Shimoda?
Brendan Mayer. Brendan Meyer.
Brendan.
That's not him.
Breckenmeyer.
Not Breckenmeyer. No, it actually kind of looks like Brendan Meyer.
Mm-hmm. You know who he kind of looks like too is the kid that plays Huey in The Boys. A little bit like a young Huey.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid. And
someone
Meg Ryan's
commented that's not only Dennis Quaid's kid. It's
Meg Ryan's kid too.
kid.
Yeah.
And the girl from Stranger Things is
Millie
Uma
Bobby
Thurman.
Brown.
No, Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's kid.
Did you see Once Upon a Time
Robin
in Hollywood?
Hawke or
Robin. No, her name's Robin in the show.
something
it's,
Hawke. It's something Hawke.
God damn it.
Irma Hawke. Uma.
It's just like one letter off.
Earthen Hawk. Yeah.
It's not wrong.
No, it's Maya Hawk.
Ermin.
Maya?
That sounds right.
Maya?
Ermin Hawke.
Ermin Hawk. You combine the two names. Both Ethan and Uma were like, you know what? Let's combine our names together. That one got you. All Quiet on the Western Front and Ermin.
It is.
Because you said Uman.
Uman. Oh, okay. All right.
And then that got... God, I love being here with you guys.
It is Maya Hawke.
Maya Hawk.
Maya Hawke.
Yeah.
See?
Fuck
There we
yeah.
got. We got it.
Wonderful.
Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Not yet.
She's in that.
Oh.
Like for a
she
split
looks
second.
exactly like Uma Thurman. It's
crazy.
I was like, that's fucking like a young Uma Thurman.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's great. I mean, she's great in Stranger Things. I got to see that movie. My first top priority on my list right now is The Good Boys. I got to go see that.
I was about to see that over the weekend.
I was about to see it too.
I'm going to take the wife this week because she really wants to see it too. Amanda saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood before me.
Without you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, here's what happened.
How dare she.
Because that would have been a serious marital flaw there.
Yeah, you don't do that shit.
No,
Not
she doesn't even
Tarantino.
care about Tarantino, right? So
She probably saw it in film too.
her friends and her went to the ArcLight to see a movie,
Oh, yeah. It was
and they were going to go see Lion King, but then they got like a couple drinks and they decided to like go to the next showing of. Like they waited, they missed their Lion King, and then they went to Once Upon a Time. She's like, it happened. So now I'm like, I got to go see this by myself. Like I got to go see. So maybe one of these days, like middle, I'll just leave Collider and go watch Once Upon a Time. I it alone.
It is a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you need a.
And I've
business
heard-
lunch.
Yeah.
Business lunch. And I've heard
241.
I've heard this this new movie. It shall
Boys?
not be named in my vicinity is 3 hours as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Can we not talk about that?
No, you can talk about it.
No, I don't know what
okay.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think because it's like a
Oh.
yeah. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a public thing. I think it was like
Yeah.
yeah.
The Collider screening.
Yeah, we want to promote it.
Collider
so.
produces.
Collider
Presents.
produces. We actually made the
I
film.
was told I wasn't allowed to go to it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I mean, I get it. I think they're trying to like put on a strong face, and if one of the employees is constantly interrupting people and like,
Yeah.
I'm sure
making
there's
a
going to be one other press
scene.
screening.
Well, you
for
want to
it.
see it though?
No, I do not. Want to
Oh,
see it.
okay. I thought you were like
if
upset that
they're
you
going to
did.
do like a bit.
I told everybody at Collider, including Christian and the other Christian Harloff. I was like, listen, you get one chance to get audio clips and to get a bit. So you got to choose where you want. Do you want to go in like a daytime and like record me? Do we want to try and get like a private screening with somebody else and like really do it? Or do you want to send me the press screening to really mess it up for everybody?
Fuck, I
Like,
would
this
love to
is your
go
choice.
during work when the movie comes out to go see a 3-hour movie and just
Sure.
record audio shit. Fuck yeah.
Wait, the new It is 3 hours?
3
Like
hours.
250 something.
shit.
Yeah, it's pretty close to 3
Perry
hours.
told me this morning, and usually Perry's like pretty honest with me about this stuff. She's like, I'll be honest with you, it's tough.
Oh, did she already see it?
Yeah, she's seen it once
Oh,
already.
Jesus Christ.
Tough meaning
Of
like
course.
scary?
Like
tough?
scary for me. Like it's
okay.
tough. It would be really hard for me, which I appreciate her
I'll
honesty.
see. I'm going in like very like because I like the first one. It's not the greatest thing on the planet, and
Okay,
I don't think it's like scary at all.
So for you, right? Like it's kind of like spice toleration for me, right? Like
Okay.
somebody's like, it's pretty spicy, and I'm like, well, what do you think is spicy, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not great with spice toleration, okay? But if somebody's like, yeah, it's pretty spicy, and I've seen them eat like how they put hot sauce on stuff, or like how do you do
Yeah.
it, then I'm like, okay, I shouldn't order that spice level.
Yeah,
so
okay.
if Perry says it's like it's pretty scary, it'd be tough for you. I kind of take. Your
I also
word for
don't
it.
want to put myself like on a pedestal saying like nothing's scary because I get
Right.
scared very
He's being
easily.
tough.
Sure.
He's being tough guy right now.
but like that first It movie, like there was no like scares to me. It was just loud.
It was
Right.
in your face and you knew when the scares were coming.
Yeah, like they were, and that's in for a movie, for a horror film, that's what you want in a lot of stuff. It's like it's fun. You know, you're
Right.
building up to these moments. You know when it's going to happen. But
It was
I
for
like
a
more,
general audience. It totally
Yeah.
was for a general audience of horror fans.
and I like the more subtle stuff.
Okay.
You know.
And I, from judging by the trailer, I don't think it's gonna be subtle.
Yeah.
This
Oh
one.
yeah, I judging from the first, if it's going to be anything like the first movie, but I am
Same
excited.
director?
Same director.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Yeah. I enjoyed the first.
So we went to see that one that we went to see was
Hereditary.
Hereditary, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to see The Nun, I believe.
The Nun afterwards, yeah.
The Nun. Which
Were you
was,
there? You were there for that one?
I recorded both.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
remember?
yeah.
And we walked out and I was like, first of all, The Nun was terrible, but it had a ton of jump scares, so it got me.
Yeah.
The Hereditary was just straight up effing terrifying.
Yeah.
That movie was the one when I leaned in the beard. I was like, how much longer? I was like, I don't know, like 45
That was a fucking
minutes.
long movie
That was a long
too.
movie, too,
Long
yeah.
effing movie.
No,
And
I
Toni
enjoyed
Collette
that.
just gets creepier and creepier
She's
and
so good.
creepier.
Just the face of like a creepy.
I
Yeah.
know.
Like the facial expressions of like eyebrows drooping or something.
Remember when they tried to make her like a comedy star in that Diablo Cody show, The United States of Terror?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember
With,
that?
Captain Marvel was in it.
Yeah,
Brie Larson?
Brie
Brie
Larson.
Larson,
The
yeah,
young
yeah.
Brie Larson was the
don't remember
daughter
that one.
in that.
She was like a schizophrenic or something.
Schizophrenic, and she had all these characters that she came out, and it was a shitty one woman show at UCB.
Oh, was
like a
that?
6:30
Oh,
p.m.
no.
Thursday show. Like, hey guys, it's my I've got my one woman show. I'm testing it out. It's only 45 minutes.
Yeah.
If you guys could like come check it out, it would mean the world to me.
Oh.
And so it's like totally interactive. Everybody's gonna have a great time.
It's a Sunday night.
I'm doing all my characters. You guys are gonna totally love it.
Yeah.
And so if you guys could come, it'd be amazing. It's $45 a ticket, but like that goes to me. So like no big deal.
Following my dreams.
and their
Yes.
brand. Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
brand. And then you get there, and it's just like 9 different girls that have deep voices with different jean jackets.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Wasn't it?
and that's what United States of Terror was.
was.
It was pretty brutal.
You,
I think that went like 2 seasons, maybe 2. I think it was
I
Showtime.
felt,
Oh, that was
I
a
felt like I
show.
saw
That
it.
was a
Yeah, it
show.
was on
Ah.
Showtime.
Showtime. Yeah.
I felt like it was on for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. How many
2009 to 2011.
seasons? So yeah, like 2
Wow.
seasons.
Holy shit.
I'm trying to look up the stats. By the way, Steve Perry, I couldn't find any record of an Oscar.
Okay, so I might have been wrong with the Oscar.
It wasn't
but
all
in
quiet on the
heart. In my heart, he did win for All Quiet on the Western Front, Copster.
I was
He
gonna
did.
reread that
Christian.
book this weekend. Too.
Yes, me and you both were gonna do a book club reading.
I fucking
of All
hated
Quiet.
reading that book.
Oh, you know who
It's not a great book.
created United States of Terror?
Diablo Cody, didn't she?
Oh, is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
It was right off the like.
Pay attention to our guest,
I'm
please.
trying to look up information.
It was off that hot heat of.
Ooh, the band?
Yes, the hot.
Tonight, you're embarrassed to me. That's no,
Cody
that-
would get it. Cody.
Is that a punk band?
I get.
It's like an emo like.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cody
Got
would
it.
know Hot Heat.
Those-
Cody's probably listening.
it was
Cody,
off
you know what Hot Heat
The
is.
hot heat of Juno. She had just like nominated for an Oscar with Juno.
I think
Ellen
she
Page.
won.
Did she win? She went for like original screenplay.
Yeah, but Diablo Cody was like the biggest thing at that time. She was
I
writing
remember-
Jennifer's Body.
Yes.
with Megan
Megan Fox.
Fox, who was like the
Amanda
biggest thing.
Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried.
Seyfried,
Yeah.
yeah. I like her.
Yeah,
And
me too.
then she was like creating all this shit, like deals, like Diablo Cody's the best voice of our generation, and then
she just
nothing
fell
really.
off.
Nothing. Diablo Cody, and I remember watching Juno going, "This is the one, like this, like this."
Jason
is what
Reitman
everybody's
too, right?
freaking in?
Jason Reitman directed.
Again, Jason Reitman. I thought it was a well-directed movie. I thought
Yeah.
it was a very well-done movie. But like as far as writing goes, I was kind of like the one scene with Dwight from The Office when he's
Yeah,
like,
Rainn
"Listen,
Wilson.
Holmes, skillet." Yeah.
Ooh.
Like it was such. I was like, okay, so this is her writing thing. Like she's gonna be all slang. Like it's gonna be a cool thing. And like I was like, she's got a hamburger phone. I'm like, that doesn't make it a great movie. Like it really
It's
doesn't.
great.
I thought that the actual plot line of everything it was good. Like I think that the best writing was definitely done between Allison Janney and
yeah. Who's
the
the dad?
husband, the guy that won the Oscar for Whiplash,
Jameson?
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He was
Yeah,
in
J. Jonah Jameson. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he played the dad in
I
Juno.
forgot about all that. Yeah, it was 2008. Yeah, she
Yeah.
won Best Original Screenplay.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
2008.
It's been a
Yeah, I
minute
can see
since
it's
that
like
one, yeah.
it was a relic of that time.
Totally.
I don't know if I haven't watched it since.
And it was the whole thing like her name's Diablo because her mom was a hippie. It's like,
she's-
guys, it's a hamburger phone. It doesn't give you an Oscar for best original
Maybe it could
screenplay.
be one of those things of people repeating words.
Pull up who she
Repeating words.
beat in that. 'Cause
Oh,
I
for
think there was
the-
a movie that year that was really, really good that she beat for
What
best
year was that?
original
Like
screenplay.
2008, 2009?
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
Maybe because maybe it was like one of those things where everyone was like repeating lines from the movie. That's what ruined Superbad for me. Like everyone
I
was
didn't
just
know
like
Superbad
quoting
was
everything,
06.
like McLovin, like everything from that movie.
I can see where you're coming from. I feel like because Superbad came out I think Superbad came out like 06.
I think 06. That
Oh,
sounds
06 or 07. That sounds about right.
So I had just moved to Los Angeles, I think, when it came out.
Los
or maybe
Angeles. It's a Blink
Los
182.
Angeles.
That's a Blink 182 song. A newer one.
Man, I'll tell you what. Sometimes I know my Blink 182, and sometimes I realize that you guys are way better at knowing your Blink.
Well, I mean, did you
know
like
the hits.
it's like
You know the hits.
it's like
I know
one
the
of their
hits.
new
Yeah,
songs
yeah.
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like when I listen to music these days, I listen to them on repeat just
do you?
over and over and over. Yeah, I get in my phases.
I get in my phases of old music.
Old music?
and start to like replay songs
Oh,
I forget.
I don't really like explore new
Yeah.
bands or anything. Like if it's a band that I listened to when I was younger and I continue to listen to them, I'll just pop them in or something like that.
You would hate what I listen to at work during the day.
Yacht
Rock?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've
like
listened
that.
to the
I like
afternoons.
that
Yeah.
shit.
You have
Fast forward, thank you.
You have Sirius XM?
Oh yeah.
You listen to Yacht Rock?
Of course. It's the
What about Margaritaville? You're not a fan of that?
No, because it's usually just live Jimmy Buffett concerts.
Well, it's a lot of Jimmy
Sometimes.
Buffett,
Yeah.
but it's all like
thought it was
cheeseburger
Jimmy Buffet.
and
Yeah, Cheeseburger in Paradise. Yeah. I love that they're okay. Do you guys watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Do you watch it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love it. They're going to I think it was last season. They were going to a Jimmy
Oh, I
Buffett
haven't
concert.
okay, I haven't
And
caught up with those.
they all
most
keep
recent.
walking in and they're like, if you like pina coladas. And like, that's not Jimmy Buffett. And then they all keep coming in, alternate. Like, Mac comes in, starts singing it. Dennis comes in. Mac and D start coming in. And they're all like, if you like pina. And Frank keeps going, it's not a Jimmy Buffett song. Like, it's not?
Is
Yeah.
that not a Jimmy Buffett?
It's Rupert Holmes.
Oh, I thought it was.
I know,
don't,
right?
Don't tempt the man. Don't question.
I know
his
my yacht
authority.
rack.
But
let me-
don't they mention that in Club Dread? Oh,
Yeah.
no, oh no, that's Margaritaville. Never
Well,
mind.
but yeah, he mentions Margaritaville.
Yeah.
He's like, when I wrote that fucking song 5 fucking years ago.
Club Dread.
Phil Paxton. R.I.P.
The Jimmy Buffett Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurant is like in.
Oh, yeah.
It's on an island in Key Largo or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so my buddy of mine in high school comes back. I think it was like junior year in high school, and he's like, it's like that John Denver's full of shit, man.
Dumb
He
and Dumber,
sits-
nice.
He sits down,
Yeah.
and I was just in Aspen too, which was the best.
Yeah.
I quoted Dumb and Dumber the entire.
I wanted to go when you said you were in Aspen. I was like, Aspen.
Dude, the first thing I walked in, and I would like get out of the car. We pull into Aspen, and Amanda goes, "Don't say it." I go, "Place called Aspen," and I like
Where the water flows like wine.
Yeah, I was like, I took my first glass like drink of wine. I was like, "Ooh, the wine really flows." And Amanda's like, "Stop it! Stop!" the
So
Dumb and Dumber."
she's seen Dumb and Dumber?
Oh yeah, I forced Dumb and Dumber on her. I forced that and
But the
MacGruber
Rockiers
on
would be
her
a lot
hard.
more rockier than this.
That John Denver's full of shit, man.
man.
So my buddy comes back from a vacation in Florida with his family. He sits at the lunch table and he's like, that Jimmy Buffett's full of shit, man. 'Cause he went to the Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurant and he was like, this is it?
Yeah.
This is the cheeseburger. It's not even paradise. It's really effing windy out
Like,
there.
you just be
That's
out
Jim-
there. It's like, where do you live? Aspen.
ooh.
California. Beautiful. I literally just watched that movie like last week.
Oh,
I think
it's
that's
so
the movie
good.
because one of the Discord questions or something was, what movie would you show a significant other to get their taste in comedy?
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
Dumb and Dumber would be it. I
Okay.
said
Okay.
Billy Madison.
Okay.
Well, that's a top. Yeah, both of those.
I
They're
always-
very much in their own world of humor.
93, 94.
Yeah.
I kind of go like, in my mind, like super slapstick,
Yeah.
like smart funny. Right?
Yeah. You need like one comedy that's gonna be like, oh, that was cute.
Oh,
You know, you need
highbrow.
like heart, like a lot
Yeah.
of heart to it.
So
Yeah.
I go MacGruber
For slapstick?
for slapstick.
For
Okay.
that's even, I would say, zanier than Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
You
for
like
sure.
MacGruber.
Oh, I love MacGruber.
Yeah.
Live for MacGruber. Then I go Dumb and Dumber because I think that's like the like the
Yeah.
comedy, straight comedy. It is a little slapsticky, but it's also like it's hysterical. I mean, it's some of the
There's a
it's-
little bit of heart to it too.
I know
There
and
is.
it's smart writing.
There is
Yeah.
some jokes where you're like, oh, fuck, I didn't get that.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
Like the two gloves the whole time. Like every time we got cold, and Amanda put her thing on. She's like, "Oh, I'm cold." I was like, "We're in the Rockies." Like we.
Oh, you should take my extra pair of gloves.
You've had two gloves this whole time. Yeah, we're in the Rockies.
Harry, your hands are freezing.
The scene is so effing good.
That's so good.
So
Throw this damn briefcase into that damn pond. Oh,
so I show
Tic Tac,
MacGruber.
sir.
Dude, one of the better parts is when he goes, well, if that's sea bass over there, and he just goes like, ah.
I love one of the subtler ones. This is gonna be the Dumb and Dumber podcast.
I'm
The
totally
one
into it.
subtle one Because when they get back, they're drinking and they're in their apartment. He's like, how was your day? He's like, well, I got fired. You are one pathetic loser.
Yeah, they always get pissed when you fall off the jetway. No, okay,
but then they're looking for jobs. He's like, yeah, there's no jobs out there. Yeah, unless you want to work 40 hours a week.
They're walking. The two criminals are walking by the dude petting the bird, and they're just like.
It's like, did you pay the gas bill? Like, why would the gas company come and kill you for not paying your bill?
Do you realize what you've done? Man, I mean, and here's the funny part is, I think you guys know, like, your Dumb and Dumber friends. Like, do you remember the first people that you watched it over and over?
Yeah,
with?
my buddy Blake. Yeah, we watched it over and over.
So my buddy Max Young and my buddy Eric Buman, we would watch it. My buddy Max Young's parents had a ski cabin up in this like little ski mountain outside of Pittsburgh, right? Yeah. And so Dumb and Dumber was the perfect movie. Yeah. And I remember we had watched it for like Friday night, Saturday morning, like gone skiing Saturday night, woke up Sunday morning. I hear his mom go, "Not this shit again!" She just did not want to listen to Dumb and Dumber. So the first thing I did when I got to Aspen was like send them a video from like the town of Aspen sign and be like a little place called Aspen. And I swear, dude, to God, every time I opened my mouth and it became like a Dumb and Dumber quote, Amanda would just be like, "Come on." Not again.
She was just disappointed.
Just disappointed. I must have said we're in the Rockies at least 20 times.
Have you ever seen it like on television where they edit some stuff out?
Yes.
No, there's extended
scenes
too.
but then also, okay, so the part where right after Seabass spits in Harry's sandwich or burger, there's that song that plays.
Yes.
Where it's like, kick a little butt crack. You know?
Yes.
They edit that out.
Of the movie?
Of the television.
TV
Yeah, it's just like
TNT.
silent and then it goes into it. But I've seen the like extended scenes as well.
It was weird when I saw him for the first time. I was like, was this in the movie?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I've never
any of
seen
that.
this before.
I know.
Yeah.
I have on my DVR currently, like the R-rated MacGruber taped on my DVR from like Cinemax. I have the R-rated Dumb and Dumber taped from like an HBO, and those are just like if I'm coming home and it's late and I need to fall asleep to something, that's the first two things I put on. I'm like, I'll scroll through, and then obviously during Christmas time I put on Die Hard, obviously.
Yeah, well, like of like the most slapsticky movies, I think like the three for me are Dumb and Dumber. Oh yeah. Dumb and Dumber. This is the song. Yeah. Dumb and Dumber, MacGruber, and Hot Rod.
Okay,
Hot Rod's up there with me.
You know what?
Hot Rod and like MacGruber are like this, but I think MacGruber's like a little bit better produced.
I think we've talked about it before. I think Hot Rod might be one of the most underrated comedies
Nobody
of all
fucking
time.
talks
Nobody
about
ever
it.
talks
Nobody
about
talks
it.
about it.
It's
I've never
amazing.
seen it.
The whole plot of the movie is him jumping a thing so he can cure his dad's cold to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
like if you pitch that in
he
a
just
room,
wants to beat the shit out of his dad.
Cure his dad's what?
it's like he has a cancer or
He's got
something.
some kind of like disease.
They never even say what the disease is, but
Yeah.
he's raising money to cure his dad so he can beat the shit out of him.
And like his
dad's
dad's
Ian McShane.
Ian McShane, his dad's laying in bed and like he's like sleeping, and Andy Sandberg comes up to him and he's just like, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know, we're working real hard and we're gonna do this for you." And then like he's like, "You can hear me, can't you?" He's like, "No, I can." And like he opens his eyes and then he closes them again. Right.
It's fantastic. So you've got so MacGruber. I showed Amanda, and she enjoyed it. But like, that's a totally like dude comedy.
That
but
is,
she
yeah.
did get some laughs out of like when she walks into the coffee shop and she's dressed like MacGruber, or 6 blocks away. 6 blocks. Okay, 20 blocks. there was anything closer? No, there was tons of space with meters. I love that. Okay, so MacGruber, Dumb and Dumber, and then my like smart person comedy that I think is Groundhog's Day. It's Groundhog Day.
Oh yeah,
That's more cerebral.
Yeah,
type
like
comedy.
it's more like a really enjoyable. Like you get good laughs out of it. It's like a heartfelt rom-com comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are you a fan of the Hot Shot series?
I am.
1 or 2?
I love Part 2.
I love Deux.
Yeah,
Deux better.
Deux is
I
great.
gotta see those movies.
Oh, you haven't seen any of them?
Both the Hot Shots. You guys always talk about Hot Shots and fucking Young Guns.
Young
I gotta
Guns.
see
Young
those
Guns.
movies.
Hot Shots Part 2 and Major League were like
Major League
Charlie
is
Sheen
great.
for me.
Yeah, peak Charlie Sheen. You know what else was really good is Naked Gun 33 1/3. The
Which
third
the
one in
OJ
the
one?
series.
Or is he in all of them?
He's in all three of them.
Yeah.
Is that the baseball?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
baseball one's the first one at the end.
Oscars.
Yes.
Okay.
Oscars is 33 and
yeah.
a third. Yeah.
That one's a great one.
Whenever he's like, Shh.
Rocco?
Pep
Schmear?
Yeah, exactly.
You ever seen Wrongfully Accused?
No.
There's a Leslie Nielsen jam.
Really?
It was based on like spy thrillers, and he had to like.
Was it a comedy or was it drama?
It was a parody of The Fugitive.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Harrison Ford's movie.
Yeah.
So he gets arrested, wrongfully accused, and he has to break out, and he's on the run.
The airplane movies still hold up really well. Like my dad and I were giggling with those. Top Secret still holds up really, really well.
Scary movie.
Scary movie. I want to tell you what, some of those like 90s slapsticks, really, they hold up. I think it's when they got to like, then when they started losing their steam was right around like was it like Chick Flick or something? Didn't they do one?
Or Date Movie?
Date Movie.
Date Movie.
Yeah. Date Movie.
Yeah, I think we just talked about this recently. Because Scary Movie kind of revitalized it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Scary Movie 2 was really good. Scary Movie 3 started to fall off. But then around Scary Movie 3 or maybe even ScaryMovie 4, all the shitty parody movies that were just way too late in the game, they just started dumping them out like crazy. It's just like, oh, look, there's Iron Man. And, and it's just like, it's not funny. You're just pointing people out. I'm Paris Hilton. I have a dog. You know, it's like really shitty.
Right. It wasn't good jokes. It was just like
it was references.
Shitty press.
It's Family Guy humor.
Totally.
Of like, hey, look at this thing.
Right.
Well, okay.
I mean,
Family Guy used to be good.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't fucking watched it in years.
I mean, I
you still watch it?
No. but like I catch it when it's on reruns, and I'm like, it's still very
well.
funny.
If it's reruns of older
ones,
I don't know when like there was like a shift, but like
I think when
the
Seth
Family Guy
MacFarlane got too busy for Family Guy.
When he left
probably
after
not
Ted.
Yeah.
Because
Like
he
Ted
still
blew
does the voices, but he just comes in and he's just like, it's my paycheck.
Yeah.
The fucking the Stewie dies like
Untold
two-parter.
Story?
Yeah, the
was
two-part.
great.
Is that where he dies and then he comes back?
I think
that two-parter was amazing.
The Stewie Griffin's Untold Story was where he finds his real father.
Oh yeah, and he's got like the football-shaped head and everything. Yeah.
I don't remember when he died.
Oh yeah, that's where like it was called like Stewie kills Lois and then Lois kills Stewie or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it was like all a dream or some shit.
Probably because it's all like
it's all part of the thing. And then it's like, well, at least it wasn't like the Sopranos ending where it cuts it. And it just cuts it black. Yeah.
The Star Wars ones.
The Star Wars ones.
Those are
great. They're
I
really,
love
really good.
When like the Meg comes out and he's like, I'm always the worst part of these things, and then she just comes back.
They're like, shut up, Meg. Okay. And
Yeah.
she just goes back in.
Because there was even a point like in the writing with Family Guy where Peter's like, they set up for cutaways and stuff, and he's like setting it up, and he's like, I'm too lazy. Just put a list of people I hate. And they literally like just had like credits of like people he doesn't like. And I was like, okay, that's where we're going.
I thought you were referencing. There's one cutaway they do where.
Well, I think that was the weed one, so they were smoking. So like, I'm too lazy.
Well, there was one where like they set up something for a cutaway, and then they pause and they're like, huh? Oh, no cutaway? Really? Oh, okay. Well, anyways, and they just keep going on with the scene. Yeah.
My favorite, and when I think about it, I still giggle. It's when he's like, Meg comes into the family room and starts yelling at them about something. I don't know what it is. And then walks out and slams the door. And Peter just goes, who's that guy?
Who the hell is that guy?
That's good. It's so good. Have you ever seen the fucking time travel episode?
I mean, there's a bunch of them, right?
Well, they do one where they go back. It's really
the Brian and Stewie episode.
Yeah, I think they're like they do it and they try to prevent 9/11 from happening or something like that.
See that one.
I think that's the same one. Oh, maybe I don't know.
They kill Hitler, like they try to kill Hitler or something.
Oh, well, they like go back in time, and then they see themselves from the pilot. And they're like referencing how shitty it looks and how shitty it sounds. Yeah. And then when they're doing like, there's one part in the pilot where they're just constantly doing cutaways. And so like every 10 seconds they stop and they go to a cutaway. Yeah. So when they're watching them, they all stop. And Brian and Stu are like, why are they standing still?
They're just watching.
Yeah, like some of them are like checking their phone, and then they come back. It's like, what are they doing? What's going on?
I have the original. I bought all the DVDs. Like
you're the reason it came back.
Yeah, I was.
I have season 1, 2, and 3. That's some of the only DVDs I used to own. I think I gave my Family Guy to my brother so the kids could learn comedy.
Family Guy's the way to teach them comedy.
I think I had those in college, and then I gave them to my brother. I think the only DVDs that I own are Plasterhead. I have a copy of Plasterhead, which is the movie that I was in.
I would love to see that.
I could bring it over.
Hold on.
Can we do the comedy?
I was about to say, is there anywhere people can find it and watch it, or no?
You can get it on Amazon.
Oh, really?
I think you can.
Like rent it Amazon?
Yeah, I think.
Because where's that money go to? Does that go to you? Or
no. I mean, I still get a residual check every now and then.
I was gonna say, could we just upload the movie to a commentary?
Yeah, we could do. I mean, I can bring the DVD over, and we could do it.
Plasterhead.
Yeah,
2006 film.
Yes.
You guys want to see
3.6 out of 10 on
All
IMDb.
right.
Hey.
Josh Macuga played Steve.
I just want to watch it. I don't even care about the comments. I just really want to watch it. We'll report back.
I will show you guys the trailer if you'd like. You can pull
I
up
think
a
I've seen the trailer before. Actually, you're in it pretty. I remember.
I'm one of the stars of the movie.
You get. I know.
Yeah,
you
your
get
first
killed,
build.
but you get killed by
my first build.
Well, on Google, it shows Josh Macuga and then Rain Brown.
Yeah, Rain Brown. She was like a one of those like Scream Queen kind of people. It's like she traveled the world being in like B and C rated horrors.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
4 college students travel back to the backwoods, West Virginia, where a local legend terrorizes town people.
Yeah.
All right. This is our epic quest to watch this movie and eventually get Ellis for us to watch Little Fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ellis's movie, Ellis's horror film, and then we'll find somebody else in our core group of friends that was in a horror film that's ashamed of it.
I'll tell you what, I'm not crazy ashamed of Plasterhead. Like it's terrible, but it was a lot of fun to do. It was like my first feature film.
How'd you get it? You auditioned?
I auditioned for it in New York. I was living in New York, and we went up to the Catskills for a week in this like a cabin out in the middle of nowhere.
Craft services.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
That's cool as fuck.
Like we all stayed in the cabin together, and then we shot in the cabin, and then there was, like there was a barn. They set up this like huge barn where Plasterhead lived and killed people, and it was cool. It was kind of cool, man. Like it was. Like what we got out of that and what we did over a week's time and the friends that I made from doing that when I was I graduated college. I was just taking some acting classes in New York. I was auditioning for student films and booking some, and I booked a commercial, and then I booked this feature film, and I went out it and I thought to myself, am I going to be an actor?
Yeah, your big break.
I was like, holy shit, this is cool. Yeah. We had a premiere at a theater in New York. Like it was in a movie theater. My parents came to it. There was a red carpet. I mean, it was really effing cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did the director ever do anything after?
I don't know. Kevin Higgins, I think, was the name of the director.
I have a 1.5 minute long trailer.
Yeah.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this good?
Audio
podcast?
only listeners.
They'll be able to hear.
You guys are gonna hear.
That's all it is. Kids like to go up there and fuck around, scare the shit out of each other.
You're sorry,
shot on like a
up there
DVX.
after dark.
Well, what year was this?
I got no reason to be up
2006.
there. I got a wife and kid. I ain't fucking around with no legend.
Shot that at a bar in Jersey.
You said you were there for a week.
Yeah, that house.
Where the Jersey?
Catskills of New York. It's West Virginia. There's Plasterhead.
It was actually in West Virginia too, right?
Yeah. There's a town.
You want to be out here
There's
after
me.
dusk.
There's me.
Wearing a polo
Crazy
shirt.
things
Yeah.
happen out here after dusk.
There I am.
You're so young.
The deadly secret.
I might clip this out as we react to the Plasterheads.
Yeah. There's Plasterhead. That was a diner in Jersey.
Work was cool. Right with GB. David.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Yep.
Oh.
Wait. Here it comes.
Whoa.
Okay, wait. Plasterhead got me.
What'd you say, Cinnamon?
The Steven. Steve.
That was your name too, right? Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Well, comment down below. Do you want us to watch, do a commentary, or at least watch Plasterhead starring Josh Macuga? I think we make a whole event out of it.
The crazy thing is, like,
We should host a screening.
I don't know who did. Oh, that would be super fun. Host a Plasterhead screening. That could be a blast.
That would be
We do
really,
that.
really fun.
So, the dude that did our sound. This is a really funny story. So, the dude that did our sound, like, I don't know what he was recording on, but clearly it wasn't a microphone because we had an ADR the whole
whole thing.
We had an ADR. I was in an ADR session for like 4 hours, and like for a person that's
The
never
whole movie, ADR'd?
No, not the whole movie, but a lot of it is ADR. Like the sound, it took a lot, right?
Guy holding.
And-
Well, they didn't even have cell phones back then, right?
No,
Or
it
like
was a boom.
Nokia.
It was just a boom.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we didn't have like any lav mics. We had nothing. So it was just a boom mic everywhere we went. So the sound wasn't amazing, right? And so we had to ADR all this stuff. And when we actually went to the screening, like there's parts where you're like, whoa, that's ADR. Like,
Yeah.
it's ADR, right? So we go to this guy's apartment and we're like, he's ADRing, he's got this sound set up, and he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And my buddy goes to type in a website, and he types in like a B in in the
browser?
search bar in the browser, and the first website that comes off is like bukkake-something.com, and I was like, whoa! I was like, oh, that is something. Yeah,
wow.
But it was like, look at you working this little knobs over there. It was, I gotta say though, it was one of those cool things. I'm 22 years old, 22, 23 years old. And, I go out to the woods for a week and all my roommates thought it was cool that I recorded this movie and I like brought a date to the premiere. It was awesome. And then.
Did you get paid?
I got paid. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Paid actor.
So what's crazy is that, the night that Plasterhead premiered, we had this huge premiere, and then we had a bit, like I lived with 3 other dudes in a New York apartment, and we totally lucked out and got this huge loft space. And so we had the after party, and we had like 90 people in our apartment, right? And it was this huge party. My parents were partying and everything. And then a week later, I left New York for LA, and I never went back.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why? You just because you thought this was your big thing, and
no,
you're like,
no. I got sent out for pilot season, and then I moved to LA, and then I was just like, I was booking work consistently, so I never moved back.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How many pilots did you book, or did you book any?
I booked one pilot, but I never pilot season has always been pretty decent for me audition wise. At least it was.
Yeah. Do you have to have an agent for that? Or?
Yeah.
So you had an agent coming out to LA? You weren't just like blindly like, I'm just showing up.
No. I had pretty good representation, and then the writer's strike happened, and I lost everything.
07.
07 killed me.
Yeah.
Well, 08 I guess was the writer's strike.
It's a shit year for Lost, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I booked a Comedy Central pilot. I did a huge gig for Comedy Central for Thanksgiving. I booked a commercial. I was crushing. My agent was crushing, and then the writer's strike happened. Nothing was going on. My agent left the business. They didn't put me on to anybody else because I was like an up and coming, and then that was that. And I kind of struggled for a little bit. And, it is what it is. It's entertainment.
That's when like reality TV came out.
Reality TV destroyed everything scripted.
Do you ever try to audition for anything
for reality?
Bachelor?
Yeah,
Would you be on the Bachelor? You tried to be on the Bachelor?
Yeah, because when I first met Christian. He was like, "You'd be perfect for The Bachelor. Let me get you in for an audition." And so
because he was working on The Bachelor.
He was working on The Bachelor, and I got in there, and the guy was like, the casting director, who I've seen a bunch. Like, he's a good dude, and he still remembers me from all that kind of stuff. He was like, "Listen, man, you would destroy on The Bachelor. You know how to play the game. You have a personality. Yada yada yada." But you're a public figure, and we have to actually tell people. This was before everybody was like an Instagram model. This was at the beginning of social media, before like being a social media star was something.
Were you doing Casual Mafia at the time, or was this like
Casual Mafia had like sort of just ended?
Were you in Schmoes?
Schmoes had just started.
Okay.
But this was when they're like trying to make it as real. Like, hey, we just want a guy who's like a plumber, being the Bachelor, not some actor.
I was auditioning while the Farmer season was happening, so it was like 2011, maybe something like that, or maybe it was before. Whatever the case may be, I think I was like 30, right, like 29, 30 years old. So I was right in that wheelhouse of Bachelor, and
you would have been the guy that all the girls were after.
I don't know about that, but I would have had it would have been fun because I would have been a personality on the show.
Yeah.
Because they have so many tools, and I would have probably made a lot of it fun. I wouldn't have been like the guy.
Like, get a load of this guy.
I would imagine they make some guys villains or something. You'd be the nice party guy.
Totally.
They're like, oh, look at Josh. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, listen. Okay, so Josh is like really fun, and I just don't know if I feel like I would have so much fun with Josh, and I totally get it. And
I don't know if I should give. Do you get roses or you give away roses?
I get roses.
Okay.
Okay, you'd be on the Bachelorette. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would not have been the Bachelor.
It would have been
that's
like,
what I thought. You were going to be like the guy.
No.
Okay.
Becky season 12.
I think like at that point, yeah, totally. I think at that point, they had started doing like people from previous seasons became so and so. So I would have to start on the Bachelorette in order to get the Bachelor.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And so the goal was, Christian's goal was, when we'd always talk about it, is like you get on the Bachelorette, you go far enough that you then get on, either you become the Bachelor or you go Bachelor in Paradise. Or you, I think it's back, so it was like Bachelor Pad. I think it was Bachelor Pad.
How long have they been doing that fucking shit?
2000, no, it's 22 seasons now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I think since 2006 or something like that.
Oh my God.
2000.
Or it's like two a year.
2 seasons a year, so
including Paradise.
They do 2 seasons of Bachelor a year?
So Bachelor and Bachelorette are considered.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Season,
yeah, that makes
sense.
sense.
You know what I mean? So
it's like A-side, B-side. I get it.
Yeah, A-side, B-side, exactly.
And then Paradise is in the summer.
Yeah. Seaside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seaside.
Well, they're all pretty much in the summer. Well, so Bachelor starts, I think Bachelor starts in January, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Well, and then there's a break, and then Bachelorette starts in like April.
May.
And then May.
May.
I think you might be right, to be honest with you. and then it ends, and then Bachelor in Paradise starts basically right after Bachelorette ends.
Because it started right away. Because the last one just ended with the girl who got stood up by the musician guy.
Totally, Jed totally broke Hannah B's heart. It was a scene. And then but then here's what you'll like is that ABC won't compete, but then they'll start advertising it like at the end of football season.
Fucking Disney.
Yeah. And then they start again, like, it's so they have the fall off so they can focus more on their new scripted and football, obviously. Because
we all know that's scripted.
Because Bachelor's Monday night, so they're not going to run it against Monday Night Football.
That's true.
Well, ABC doesn't run. Oh, they're just not going to run
against
the competition.
ESPN,
Okay.
Yeah. Walk me through pilot season. How does like as someone who was an actor, trying to book pilots? Are you constantly getting scripts thrown your way? Are you you're hearing about things?
Your agent and manager are sending you out on auditions all the time for different pilots. So
this is pre-social media too, or at least before social media was big.
I think like my first pilot season, Twitter had just come around.
Wow.
Like I just gotten a Twitter account.
2009?
2009.
That's when I got mine.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years with Twitter.
10 years with Twitter. Yeah. So
I hate it. Fucking leave.
It's the all quiet on the Western Front of social media.
It really is. Yeah. Mustard gas and everything.
Tons. It's my fourth all quiet. So we're aware.
Patreon.
It's the all quiet on the Western Front episode. There you go.
Check it out.
All Wangers on the Western Front.
Hey.
No, that's right. All quiet on the Wangers Front.
All choirs. Yes. There you go. Western.
We found it. We found it.
Nice.
Man, I miss you on a freaking soundboard.
Wait till next week when we talk about the things they carried.
After that will be the Red Badge of Courage.
And then we'll talk about
Grendel. Stars.
Oh, I don't know.
What was that mouse book that everybody
of Mice and Men?
Great Mouse Detective.
No, shoot, we did.
Flowers for Algernon.
There you go. Thank you. Was just talking about that.
I didn't read that
somebody. That's a sad effing book, man.
Yeah, Sunny in Philadelphia did a Flowers for Charlie.
They did do a Flowers for Charlie.
That episode was written by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Well, do you know? Okay, so crazy story. So,
that's crazy.
D.B. It's the all quiet on the Western Front of stories. So D.B. Weiss and Benioff wrote an episode that my buddy Matt Shackman directed. Then Matt Shackman directed in 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. And then he brought a bunch of my buddies to be extras on an episode of Game of Thrones that he directed. And then Matt Shackman brought a buddy of mine to direct one of the upcoming prequel episodes.
Oh,
all from Always Sunny. All from It's Always Sunny.
That's cool.
Wait, you know somebody that works on Always Sunny?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. My buddy Todd Bierman has directed a bunch of episodes. He grew up with Mac. So they all like kind of came up together, and he's directed a ton of episodes of Superstore. He directed some episodes of Cloak and Dagger because his wife did Cloak and Dagger. Nice. He's a really talented director. But he's done you know what he's done every time that Always Sunny has like a fishbowl episode, you know, where they're all in one place. That's a Todd Bierman episode.
Oh, that's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Does he do the what's the game that they play?
Chardy McDennis.
Chardy McDennis.
Have you done those ones?
He did a Chardy McDennis episode.
That's fun. Yeah. That was my favorite. The first one.
I like the second one where they rope in someone to make it an official game.
Yes.
And then they find out that it was just like Frank's plan to fuck them all up.
Nah, the very first one. That was because it was like it came out of nowhere.
Totally.
And they just like created this game.
Yeah.
Smash. It's just, and they keep gluing the piece together. Oh man, I saw Mac's mom at Ralph's one time.
Really?
Yeah.
None of them are from Philadelphia, right?
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought they weren't.
They film out here though.
Mac is from Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All the other guys became friends out here
in L.A. Like they shot the pilot in L.A. and then they.
Well, you know the story is they shot it. Like they wrote this thing and they shot it and like somehow got it to a guy and they shot it on like a piece of shit camcorder.
Oh yeah, and even the first like few seasons they shot it on like shitty cameras.
Yeah, I mean, remember it started and then it kind of went away. Like it was going to get canceled.
The first season wasn't good.
No, it was okay.
There was a voice there, but what I came on with Danny DeVito in the second season.
That's how the show got saved. Was the first season wasn't the best, and then Danny DeVito found it and was like, I love this show. I want to come on it. So he became a regular and saved that show.
That was the second. I think his daughter or like one of his children were like fans of it.
Yeah. So my buddy Todd, you know, who's from Philly, and when Philly went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago in Minnesota, I was with all of them when Philadelphia won the NFC Championship, and they're all talking about like how we're going to get to Philadelphia, how we're going to get to Philadelphia. So my buddy calls me, he's like, "Listen, I know you're not an Eagles fan, but we're taking a private jet with Danny DeVito and the cast of Always Sunny to the Super Bowl. Do you want to go?" And I was like, how much is it? And he's like, $5,000. And I was like, I'm gonna have to pass. I'm planning a wedding. I just gotten married. I was like, I can't convince my wife that like this is a good idea. Like, to go to a Super Bowl of a team I couldn't give two shits about. That I honestly probably rooted against as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I don't, whatever.
Damn.
But so I get a video when they land in Minnesota from my buddy of like them doing beer bongs with Danny DeVito on a private jet, jamming to the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia theme song, because they were filming behind the scenes shit for the show.
Oh, so it's like a write-off for the show.
Totally.
They all like got paid to be there.
Listen,
That's
I love
great,
Amanda,
though.
but
And might have been one of the coolest $5,000 I ever spent.
I would totally
Right.
take out a loan for
you
that
still
show.
be in debt for it today.
Totally,
It's like, it's worth it.
Yeah,
Totally
right.
worth it. That's funny.
Because Mac went to NYU.
And that didn't even include tickets. That was just the flight.
fuck.
Oh, fuck. No.
That wasn't tickets are like $2,500. I mean, I could have gone and like stayed with a friend in Minnesota and just said like, hey, I just rode a plane with Danny DeVito just to go to like be near the Super Bowl. And then the crazy part is because the weather was so bad in Minnesota, like Minnesota's obviously freezing in the wintertime, especially around Super Bowl. It was like -10. They couldn't even tailgate outside. The plane got delayed because it was so cold and the wings were freezing. So they didn't get home till Tuesday. I was like,
shit.
it was a whole scene. But still, and apparently Danny DeVito took another flight home, so he wasn't even on the plane ride home. But I've been at Super Bowl parties non-years with like Mac and D.
Oh, that's cool.
And Charlie, like at Buddy's houses, all all Philly guys.
I love all of them.
Yeah,
they're all fucking
They all
amazing.
live in LA.
Yeah.
It's all okay.
And Caitlin Olsen came up to me at the one Super Bowl party, and because I'd made this buffalo chicken dip, and she comes in the party, she's like, "Who the fuck made this buffalo chicken dip?" And I was like, "I did." She's like, "You're putting weight on me," and I love it. And she gave me a hug, and Amanda was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Just shut up, Amanda. It's
Caitlin Olsen.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was the biggest fan of that show. I like followed everything since season 2.
I mean,
that
show is probably the best comedy of all time.
I still need
I
to.
thought you're a Seinfeld fan.
I mean, listen, Seinfeld changed the game.
You tweeted that today.
I did,
because there's a whole Friends Against Seinfeld thing.
Friends Against Seinfeld. I will stick by. I'm saying like as far as like maybe absurd comedy, like I think modern day comedy. Yeah, because it came after Seinfeld.
Oh, you mean Sunny is the best? Like
Seinfeld changed the game in the 90s, and then I think Always Sunny changed the game after Seinfeld did, because like every comedy after that is fine. So it's kind of like Always Sunny meets this, or like it's Always Sunny meets that for a long time.
Everyone's an asshole, but like,
and it's gone 14 effing years, man. I mean, that's a long.
They're coming up on their 15th or their 14th.
I think they're coming up on their 14th.
14th, yeah.
Because the last one was.
I think I haven't gotten past like season 10, so I still have a few more seasons.
I haven't watched
because it's coming back.
Okay.
Is it coming back this year?
Yes.
So like I think like right before it comes out, I'm probably gonna binge the shit out of it.
I mean,
I don't even watch FX.
The last season was insane.
It's on Hulu.
It's good. Oh, it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
And I think once Disney Plus, I think there was just something today that I saw.
Oh, because FX is owned by Disney now, which is Fox.
They're still. I think that's still
it's Hulu. It'll be on like the HBO Max thing.
Yeah, because
because Disney
owns
HBO
Hulu
Max.
now. Or
Disney owns
whatever
Hulu, and now it's gonna be like your Hulu Plus bundle with your Disney is a certain thing.
Yeah. So it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
I was a big fan. Oh, you know who's in the pilot? Have you seen the pilots?
Yeah, of course.
They're like there's like 3 like web series type thing that are like 5 minutes long. Marina Baccarin is in it.
No,
really?
way.
Yeah, she plays the. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word, but in the show they call her the tranny.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
she plays that one. They're like, does she have a dick?
Yeah.
And then
is that
she's in the pilot.
the girl from?
It's Deadpool.
It's the hot girl from The Wife in Deadpool.
Oh, really?
Marina Baccarin?
Like the original, because they reshot the pilot.
Yeah. No, but like if you look up on YouTube, like their little 5-minute ones that they pitched to studios, she's in the original.
She is.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were like fans.
Well, here's what's crazy is
or
that
they were all friends.
They were all friends. So what's great? Excuse me. What's crazy is that Dennis was like a working actor.
Yeah, he's like not even like
Glenn
a part
Howerton.
of, yeah.
He was a working actor.
And Caitlin.
And Caitlin was a working actress too.
Yeah.
Charlie and Mac were just down on their luck dudes that were just like out here taking acting classes, messing around.
Yeah.
And they wrote the pilot. And that was that.
And they
because
shot it.
the pilot was originally a short film.
Yeah.
Right. And then
It was 3. It was like a web series.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying. Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Which is like the dream.
Their story is really cool. Yeah. And then FX did that like pilot program where they're like, we'll give $50,000 to a winner of this, and they did it for 3 straight years and nothing came of it.
No one, like, I mean, that's like.
I remember entering something into it and we didn't get it. I thought it was really funny, but we didn't get it.
And then everyone's
Well,
like,
you
I
tried,
just have to make something and I'll get money. I'll get my own series.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope they, because like I know she had a show, Caitlin Olsen.
The Mick was really good.
It got canceled.
It did.
Yeah. And they were trying to save it, right?
Let me tell you something that got saved that you guys should watch immediately is AP Bio.
Yeah.
With Glenn Howerton and Pat Oswalt. Yeah.
Dude, AP Bio is effing hysterical. Season 1 is super funny. Season 2 is bananas funny. Like I giggle and laugh during every episode of that show. Paula Pell is the standout star of that show.
Okay.
Did you watch that movie Wine Country on Netflix?
No, Brian said it wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
But she
was a standout.
She was a standout in that, and she's a standout in AP Bio. Do you know who she is?
She is former SNL writer?
She's a writer on SNL.
Oh, okay.
So she wrote all those seasons with like Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Maya Rudolph.
Yeah,
would you consider her an A+ actress?
And she's an A+ talent.
AP Bio?
Fuck, damn it. I was like, where is that going? I can see the link in your eye. I can see it. I'm sorry.
Cody's the funny one, and he's not here. He's not being a dad, okay? Trying my best. Brian's got the board.
Brian's
he's also funny,
pressing all his buttons. Why do you have a scratcher?
I was gonna scratch that on here.
What is your birthday?
Yeah, because I went to CVS.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I haven't bought a scratch in a while.
In a minute, I got.
Here's a life rule I think everybody at this table should live by, and maybe everybody out there. If you go to a convenience store and you have cash on hand, like if you're paying for a card, don't do it. But if you have cash on hand, you just like buy a 6-pack or whatever you do, spend the rest of it on either scratchers or actual Powerball lotto tickets. Like that's a life rule. Just spend your balance. Like let's just say you have 20 and you spent $12. Spend the remainder on lottos. Because you never know. You don't win unless you play.
Anything?
Dude, I won $1,000 when I was 19.
Whoa!
On a scratcher.
It's gonna.
It's most.
It was the coolest day of my life.
For that luck.
What'd you do with that money?
I think we just like went and bought a shit ton of booze. I was 19. I was in college. I was like, what do we do with 1,000? Let's get weird. I mean,
in a frat.
Yeah. I was like, a party on me. And we went and just bought like, every bottle of alcohol. It did not last long. It did not last long.
Sorry, go ahead. This is the Sunny. That's how shitty it looks.
Yeah. It was all.
Give me a second.
It was all based off the premise of.
I mean, it's
one
shot.
of them.
There she is. There's Marina back.
Oh shit!
Could you give us 1 second? Thanks. Is that a penis in your pants?
Yeah.
You lied to me.
No, I didn't.
See, like the comedy's there.
That character ended up being
from Club Dread.
Yes. What is her name?
Yeah, really?
And also Joe Dirt.
Yes.
Brandy.
It's not Brie.
No, Brandy's her name in Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's wonderful. She was also in White Chicks.
Yes.
She was in Club Dread. The funniest line from Club Dread is when the two like stoner looking dudes. I think Nat Faxon is one of them.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, she died of something."
No, she's the new Amy.
Yeah, she's the new Amy. What did Amy die of? Oh, she didn't die of a fat ass. I'll tell you that, bro.
Brittany Daniel.
Brittany Daniel. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, she eventually became that character. Because like the first episode, the real pilot is based off of Charlie having cancer, right? And he's faking that. Yeah.
So you can look at it's like 7 minutes. It includes like all 3 of them, I think. So it is just literally like, hey, we shot. See now, and they say the story too. Like if they would have shot that now, it just wouldn't have been on YouTube.
Yeah.
And everyone would have forgot about it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Back then there was no YouTube. There was nothing. They had to shop it around.
Is that a dick in your pants? Yeah.
See, but if you read that, like they're saying, if you read it on paper, it's not that funny.
Yeah.
But like with the performances and all
how
like,
they act with each other. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Dear Diary, the 2 episodes of Dear Diary that we shot?
No.
Okay, so that was like the beginning of the Casual Mafias. Paul and I wrote this little web series called Dear Diary, and we had 2 episodes. And we shot this episode of Dear Diary, and an executive from MTV found it on YouTube and was like, "We love this. Do you guys have any scripts written?" And we were like, "No, but we can write them." So Paul and I wrote 4 like full episode scripts in a weekend. Like we wrote like 120 pages of 4 episodes of Dear Diary, and we loved them. And we pitched them, and the guy was like, "Dude, this is really effing good. Like this stuff is funny. We love it." And he was like, "All right, so we're gonna give you some money to like do some rewrites on it." Like so, they basically optioned Dear Diary off a web series.
Yeah.
Right? And then he comes back with the next round of notes, and then all of a sudden, like he kind of goes email silent for a while. And I was like, okay, it's like for about a week. We like turned in the script. We didn't hear anything for weeks, so we emailed him back, and then it bounced back. So and so is no longer with the company. So he reached out to our email. He's like, I no longer work at MTV. They're restructuring all of the executives, and we're going more towards female-driven content, kind of a thing. And then Dear Diary never went anywhere. This was 2010.
Dang.
That was like the biggest miss probably of my career because I would have been the star of the show. We like had an MTV deal, all this kind of stuff.
Shit, it could have
And
been.
it was just like, it was me as like a young 25, 26-year-old idiot that wrote in a diary that he called his Guyry.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know, he had a roommate that was like the straight one and he was trying to date a princess and that was his goal was to date a princess. And yeah, you can look.
Wait, I just saw you. Hold on.
What is it?
Brian's currently looking
Just
up.
leave now and go to my place
Are you?
Yeah, that's me.
now.
Is this like the pilot trailer?
Yeah. No, this is
I really
this is
think
the
could turn into
episode.
Something special.
Oh no, probably true.
I woke up this morning to a text message from someone called Blonde Ass. I have absolutely no idea.
Look at
what
that
she
old
looks
iPhone.
like.
But I mean, how bad
Holy
could it
shit.
be? It's not like I hit on ugly chicks.
It's not your
Do you?
apartment, is it?
My old
What?
one.
This is about your sister. Again. She led me on.
Look like a kind of like Steve a little bit.
Like who?
Dear Gary.
Steve-O.
Steve.
It's your boy's dear guy.
Yeah.
Have you even woken up yet today?
I have no idea what day of the week it is.
Yeah, it was. It was so
Dang.
yeah, I mean, that was the dream was to always like. Okay, so I'm a little too old to play that part now, but I would love to sell that script again.
Or you could
somewhere.
be like the old guy trying to be
The cool
young hip
dude.
one, but
Yeah.
like, no, you got to grow up.
I mean, believe you me, there's been days where I've woken up and been like, is this the day I put Just for Men in my hair? Like, is this the day?
Right, and put Cody as the star
That's actually true.
or his son.
Have you guys seen? Okay, have you? Oh, Grant is the new star of Dear Diary,
Well, Grant,
2050.
we're already using him.
Yeah. Come on, Grant.
He's got the followers.
Have you
God
guys
damn
seen
it,
the
Dad.
show Dairy Girls on Netflix?
No.
Okay, first of all, you'd effing love it. It's amazing.
Okay.
2 seasons, 6 episodes a season. It takes place in Ireland. Okay,
Ireland.
It takes place in the late 80s, early 90s in Free Derry, Ireland.
Oh, okay.
And I believe it's like still where the conflict's going on, between Northern Ireland and Ireland. And these girls, and they have like a guy friend that they just treat like a girl. Dude, it is one of the funniest shows I've watched in a long time.
No recognizable names or anything.
Nobody.
They're just okay.
Totally.
It's Derry,
Yeah.
Derr.
Why?
Yeah.
Dairy
I need
Girls.
to jump on that.
And
You're
one of the
TV
stars,
guy, so.
one of the stars is 32 years old, and she's playing a 16-year-old. Just looks
Oh.
super, super young. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I was tying that back into that. But my buddy that played my best friend in that, he was one of the like original Casual Mafia guys. His name's Matty Doherty. I was like the drunkest person in his wedding. I did a backflip off the Ritz-Carlton pool during his wedding in a tuxedo.
Oh, shit. You went to the pool?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you brought this up because you go to fucking weddings all the damn
A
time.
lot.
Okay.
A lot. I was just at one in a little place called
Aspen.
There you go.
Where the wine flows like the
Where the beer flows like
Beer
wine.
flows like wine.
And the women instinctively flock like the salmon of Capistrano.
drama. So this past weekend,
Yeah.
I
Cody
went
got married. Oh, no.
No.
Cody had a baby.
Who? Cody had a baby. Yeah, Cody. This past weekend, I went to go get a suit fitted because I'm in a wedding in November.
Oh, nice.
And the place I went to, because you go to weddings all the time, and you're in weddings all the time.
Sure.
They had this fucking. It was in Costa Mesa, the place I went to.
Love it.
They had like a 3D like little box that you take all your clothes off except your underwear and like your socks, and they scan you.
Oh, shit.
They scan you for your fucking suit, and then they're like, "All right, cool, you're good."
What's wrong with just tailoring?
Well, I go out and then I just see my body just fully 3D scanned.
With dick and tattoo?
Well, no, not it was like a 3D rendering of me, right, with
Huge
lines and
donger.
shit. The small donger.
It's
Very
so
small.
big.
Holy shit, how did that
It's
happen?
like, dude, your dick is huge.
Hey man, what can I say? No, it's not like that at all. It was cold. And
I was in the pool.
Seinfeld. That's the only reference that I know from that
Got
show.
it.
And then I see it, and I'm like, "Holy shit! How long you guys been doing this? How is this recent?" He's like, "No, we've been doing it for like 5 or 6 years." I'm like, "What?" Oh. Then I felt like a fucking idiot,
Dude.
And then I was like, "Okay, well, Josh has done this a couple times."
Yeah.
But then so they do the 3D like scanning of you, and then you go off, and because it was like like when like what was that?
I'm just playing scanning sounds.
Well, you know, like the bride says yes to the dress.
Yes.
Like the girls, they all try on the wedding dresses. They drink wine and or champagne and whatnot. It was like same thing for us. Like we went to this place. We're all drinking beers, just hanging out, checking our things. I got
getting your body scanned.
I was getting my body scanned, and then we also got fitting. But like, so we were all buying our suits, right? And I needed a new suit.
Nice.
And so we're all picking our like interior stuff.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
And I was like, because I'm super basic and boring, I was like, oh, I'll just get black checkers.
Yeah.
And then they were like, you're buying your fucking suit. Pick something. I'm like, fine. So I found fucking the bombest one, dude.
What is it?
Space.
Yes.
Fucking stars. Here, I'll show you a photo of it. Yeah. I was so stoked that it was funny because like I was gonna like be basic and not get anything crazy.
Dude, if you're gonna buy a suit, because here's the thing, I've been lucky enough to get suits tailored to me for different things, including my wedding. If you're yes, that's awesome.
That's the inside.
It's the lining of the suit.
And it's gonna be like a gray suit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
whose wedding? Are your buddies?
yeah, one of my best friends.
Nice.
Both the bride and groom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Erica?
Jerica.
Jerica.
Close.
Is that their ship name? Or no, that's her name.
That's her name. Jerica.
I like that
Jesse and Jerica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. JJ.
Nice. If you're gonna if you're gonna get the suit, like there's things in your life that you shouldn't, that you shouldn't splurge on, and there's things that you should. Suit, if you're gonna get a tailored suit, like just go all out. Like spending the extra $150 on custom lining and stuff like that.
That's why, like, I got my last name initialed on the inside,
I
like
have
all
that
that
shit.
shit.
It's the
So this
best.
is your suit forever.
Well, yeah, I have one suit. Only one suit.
So do I. Yeah.
So do I.
And then this will be my second one. Well, because like my dad's always on my ass. He's like, you gotta have more suits. And this is a guy who goes cross country for business, so he has to have a bunch of different suits.
Yeah.
It's like, Dad, I fucking work.
I don't want.
I edit videos all day. I don't need
I'll
a
never
fucking
wear a
suit.
suit.
You know, the only suits I'll wear is for weddings. So, but it's nice. I've got it. So
I mean, I wear a lot of suits, but I also wear a lot of like some of the like the suit blazers with like jeans and stuff. If Amanda and I go out and whatever, but I do have like a suit for every occasion. I have a ton of different suits, and I mean, like
I love
the
that.
craziness about it. All I have tons of different blazers and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes like Amanda and I'll go to Macy's. She's like, "What do you need?" I was like, "You know what I need to get? I need to get new suit." And she's like, "You don't." you don't have any room in your closet for any more suits.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'll reach out to certain companies that I'll see certain suits for, and like, 9 times out of 10 they won't get back to me, but the one company that does get back to me, I'm like, yeah, there's another free suit.
do you still do stuff with like Loudmouth or anything?
Yeah, I do. They send me stuff. There's a company called 209 Mare that has the pool tuxedo that I wear a lot. Loudmouth does stuff. My buddy Ton Chakare, it's called Chakare and Sons. They did my wedding suit, and he'll send me some stuff here and there. I'll plug it, and I've sent him like a crap ton of business, whether it's weddings and
What's like a range that like is like for a good suit? Like, what are you looking to spend for like
for a good suit?
Good. Tell me a number and I'll see if I fucked up.
No, like you can get a good custom suit at Indochino for like $450.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
woo! That's a lot of money for me.
Spent 4 on mine.
Yeah, so that makes sense. And
that's only because it was like going to be $350, but I added a couple extra things.
Right.
Yeah.
And my buddy Ton, who Chakare and Sons, they're expensive, but he does he dresses DJ Khaled. I mean, he dresses like
DJ Khaled.
When you open the suit, it just goes DJ Khaled.
I don't go down. He doesn't go down, chicks, right?
He doesn't.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Dumb dummy. But like it's
so
Ton
$450.
suits. I would say if you're spending, you don't need to spend over $1,000 for a really good tailored suit. You really don't.
So what does the suit entail though? What's like a 3-piece suit?
3-piece suit is the jacket, the vest, and the pants.
That's 3-piece.
okay.
Yeah, and then like usually,
Okay, I didn't get a vest.
If you go to a suit maker, usually if you buy a custom suit, he'll throw in a shirt for free. Like I bet they'll throw in a shirt. Some people throw in shoes. Kind of depends on like how much you're spending. But I love having a custom suit because you just know it always fits. Like unless you put on a ton of weight or lose a ton of weight, it's always going to fit you pretty much perfectly. And it's always going to look good. And like if you spend the money, you're going to get a nice suit.
Because when they were fitting us, I was like, what if I want to lose like 10 pounds, between now and the wedding? She was like, how serious are you about it? And I was like, she's like, you don't seem serious about it. I was like, yeah, you're probably right.
I told Ton when he came over to fit me for my wedding, I was like, I'm going to try and lose like 15 pounds for my wedding. He's like, I hear that 100% of the time, and 99% of the time it doesn't happen. And guess what? I didn't lose the weight.
No.
There's just so much stress that leads up to an effing wedding.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The planning of it every night, every single night, and every day, I was just exhausted because when I was working full time, right? And so I was exhausted during the day, and then I'd come home and we'd have to plan wedding stuff for 2 hours. I'd have to answer questions. We'd have to go through. I mean, it was pretty much every night for 3.5 to 4 months before the wedding.
Yeah.
We'd have so much stuff to do, and when we weren't, I was just falling asleep. We were traveling so much. Like I'm traveling for work, all that kind of stuff. It's just a lot of work.
That time to meal prep and do all eat healthy and shit.
Yeah.
And get a burger.
I mean, it fucking paid off because that was a fun ass.
It was a good wedding.
It was wonderful because it was like your wedding and then Cody's wedding like a few months later. So it was like a nice. And I think I went to another wedding that year too.
In between.
So like, or I think that. Earlier in the summer, because you guys got married in like
September 30th.
September, yeah. So September, and then Cody and Marissa got married in November.
Yeah, November 18th. I think they got married.
November 18th.
I'm very good. I'm good at dates.
Shoot,
I'm not great at birthday dates, but I'm good at dates if I like remember like things happening in my life.
Yeah.
Like when somebody's like, "Hey, September 7th," I'm, nope, I know that's something, and then it's like, "Oh yeah, I got a wedding." Like I can remember dates put in my head.
Right.
Never been great at like putting stuff into a planner, but Amanda, we have a couples Google calendar.
Yeah.
Dude, if you fuck up off the Google calendar, you're done. Don't mess up the Google calendar.
Calendars, Brian.
I don't even use it.
I got a calendar over there.
I know it's not good, but I'm like, I know I have so much.
Once you get a couples Google calendar, that's when you know you.
See, we don't have a couples one, but like I have a calendar up on the wall over here because we shoot.
If it's not on a calendar, Cobster.
Yes, we have a calendar over there.
Said that.
Yes, she did. You legit because like if I forget to put something up because we're doing stuff like whether it's this show commentaries, if we're shooting a sketch or a short film, like I try to let her know as soon as I can.
Yes.
And then sometimes I fuck up. It's like, I got to shoot, and she's mad at me for that. Well, then that's my fault. It is my fault.
It happens.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Trying to live that dream, man.
Live that dream.
Yeah, but fucking your wedding, it was me, D. Griff, Sinead, just like fucking dancing the whole night. It was wonderful.
That's a Sinead sound effect. Have you had Sinead on here yet?
No, I don't know if she would do it.
She'd do it.
Yeah, probably.
She's great.
I love
She lives
Sinead.
close by.
She does live close by. Yeah.
She's awesome. I mean, if
She's
you give
wonderful.
her a few weeks notice, she's like in the area, I guarantee you she'd come on.
Yeah. Okay.
She's the best.
Yeah, my return. Okay, just don't play that.
It just says moan Sinead.
That was so fucking. That was like what 2016.
That was on the Schmoes show.
Yeah.
And that was at Collider.
Yes. Yeah.
And
that
I was
like
sitting next to her.
Yeah.
And she took the
I remember-
microphone. If
yeah.
you guys are watching this,
And
for
she,
audio
like,
listeners,
covered her eyes, or you covered her eyes.
I covered my eyes, and
Yeah.
she just got in the microphone, and I almost fainted.
Because you were specifically, you're like, this is like my little sister.
Yes,
doing this
totally.
shit.
Yeah.
God, stupid shit. Yeah.
You know what though? I do miss those Thursday nights.
Fuck yeah.
Those are fun.
Those are great.
really fun.
Because it wasn't like constant. We weren't doing it every single day. It was like that thing we were always looking forward to
Totally.
every single week. And everyone got together. We didn't see each other all the time.
No.
Nobody fucking look at me right now.
You fucking got the episode already?
Oh my god, I have to look. I have to look.
Is it a rap audition?
Nope.
Here we go. Look at it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's her O face.
Sweating out of every pore in my entire body.
It's gonna sound real familiar, Tom.
Who's on the show? Tiff?
I'm ready.
That sounds
That's
like Tiff.
Sasha.
Oh, Sasha. Okay.
Fucking hell.
When Harry met Sally.
Sorry.
I can't.
What?
Everybody look away. You guys are making me nervous.
Oh, this
Am
is
I on
this
camera? Can the YouTube see me?
top 10 moments for Schmoes
Yeah.
in 2016.
Hey guys, what's up?
Jesus Christ.
I'm
This was
ready, I'm ready.
phase 6. Oh my god. And then that was it. She gonna do it again.
Look at Ken.
And then Sasha. Oh my gosh.
Oh, everybody was on that table.
Was Miri producing this at the
I
time?
think so.
Fucking hell, I can't, you guys. It says give us your best fake orgasm.
You were there too, right?
I wasn't there for this.
Not this one yet.
I
No.
don't. I probably came in the end of the year, just
Towards the end of the
2016.
year?
Yeah.
Gosh, man.
Welcome edition. I
Good
do. You know
times.
which times I miss were the Thursdays at
Toad Hop?
AfterBuzz. The first AfterBuzz, not the second one. The first AfterBuzz.
Popcorn, brisk.
So much brisk. We destroyed that place
And
too.
Chili's.
And Chili's. And stupid Mark Riley, and I'll tell him it straight up to his face. I've told
Fuck
him to
you,
before.
Mark. That's your fault.
Him ruining Chili's
It's
for
your
us was
fault.
the reason that we left AfterBuzz.
We had to go to that stupid hipster bar. I did not like that bar.
Oh, because he got food poisoning? Didn't he almost die?
You know what, Mark? Stay the fuck home then, okay?
Stay home, Mark.
Because Chili's is the
Stay
best.
the fuck home.
Chili's was the best. We had a waitress that gave us free sodas.
Candra.
Okay,
Oh,
we had
she
a
was great.
waitress that gave us free sodas. We got free apps sometimes. Like she just give us chips and salsa.
Just
no
give it to
problem.
us. No fucking
It wasn't
problem.
even an ask.
We were
She
there
just
every week.
Brought it. We tipped her well.
2 for $20.
And then all of a sudden, Mark's like, I had a bad potato skin, so don't order the potato
Don't
skin.
fucking order it.
Jagweed. Just friggin' go to Chili's and shut your mouth.
Get a salad or a chili.
Yeah, a chili pepper.
Eat
I
a
don't
chili
give
pepper and-
eat a buffalo wing. I
Eat a
don't care.
dick.
Straight up, dog.
kidding, Mark Relly. We love you.
Yeah, I love you, man.
Tweet at Mark Relly. Just eat. Everyone tweet at Mark Relly. Eat Chili's, you fuck.
Yeah, eat Chili's. Guess what? Guess who I met this weekend?
Who you met?
Yeah.
In Aspen?
No, I was in LA this weekend.
A known person?
I met a marketing director at
Brisk.
Taco Bell.
Oh! Robert doesn't work for Taco Bell.
Dude, I talked this woman's ear off, and she was like,
Does she work in Irvine? The Irvine home base?
She does.
The original? Oh,
She
shit.
does. She does work there.
I know where it's
She was
at.
like, you got to come. We'll give you a VIP tour. You can talk to the people.
You seen that
I met
Conan
him-
segment where they took someone to the Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Are you a
I'm
big
like,
Taco Bell fan?
oh my God, it's my favorite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm working on a video idea I need to talk to you about
don't
shooting
you-
for Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
To like pitch them my idea for like a marketing campaign to give to this girl because now I have an in.
Because okay, good.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I've had an idea to take Dorina because she always shits on us when we talk about Taco Bell.
She hates it.
I wanted.
I'm kidding.
She'd be like, yeah. She'd be like, yeah, all right.
She's one of the few people I feel like we could. I mean,
you could
there's-
call her a bitch
yeah,
and she
she'd be
wouldn't
like,
care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she'd
yeah.
fuck you. I'm
She
like,
wouldn't give a
"It's
shit.
great."
On this
Yeah.
show, I was like, you can shut the fuck up.
Yeah. How dare you? Yeah.
She's like, I go to this place. It's my favorite tacos in the town. I can tell you
Yeah. It's like, okay, easy, Dorina.
Salsa
Go to East LA,
beers.
I have to call Javier and say, like, give him a code word and then go in the back and then I get the taco.
You can also get a sick Cholito at fucking Taco Bell.
Thank you. Well, my idea is to blindfold her and have her try like 4 or 5 tacos from different, like Taco Bell, Del Taco,
Yes.
Jack in the Box, like all these different, like, and then maybe like one hole in the wall
Jack in the
place.
Box tacos are
We need to, you know
so
what we
good.
need to do is blind taste test her to see just how well she knows her tacos.
That's
if
what I'm
she's
saying.
Totally full of
She's
shit.
talking so much shit.
But you can tell the difference because like a Taco Bell just feels synthetic.
Well, but we would do all hard tacos.
all
Okay.
hard
Oh,
tacos.
hard
Yes.
all
okay,
hard
okay.
tacos.
Well, I guess
No.
technically you
can
soft,
do soft.
They have soft tacos too, but you can. I feel like with street
Street
real
tacos are
good
different.
street tacos compared to Taco Bell, she's got us there. 'Cause
Okay.
there's
Yeah.
a big
Hold on.
difference.
There's a
Hold on.
difference.
Here's what we can do. Okay, you take the Taco Bell meat out of the Taco Bell shell and you put it in the street taco shell and do that for all of them. Like, so you take the meat, like you get a bunch of street taco shells and you're like, here the meat.
And you
can-
really throw her
can-
off.
Yeah, really throw her off.
and you
with
do the
it.
reveal like, they're all Taco Bell
They're all-
tacos.
Yeah.
It's all Twix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we make our own tacos too. Or
We
make
could do
our
that.
own soft tacos. I'll make some carne asada.
Yeah. Okay. This is a
gonna do
very
this.
good idea, and to like totally throw people off. My one buddy was like, dude, I can totally taste the difference with a vodka tonic with Grey Goose, Tito's, and Kettle. I was like, oh, you can? Okay, great. So I did that for him, and I made like Popov, like the worst vodka ever.
$10, yeah.
like the Burnett's from Trader Joe's.
Right.
I did I did Kettle, I did Grey Goose, I did Tito's, I did Belvedere, right? And he was like, all right, so this one is definitely Grey Goose, and this is whatever. He chose the shittiest vodka as Grey Goose, and he chose the Grey Goose as the shittiest vodka.
Yeah.
He got none of them right, not one. A 6
think
vodka
you know.
taste test. Had no idea, which goes to prove my point. My old bartender trick. It's my first bartending job. I was at a restaurant in New Jersey, and I worked the service
where?
well.
New Jersey.
It's a past thing. Don't worry about it.
Thanks,
Keep going.
I'll do
From SNL.
New Jersey. And people would send their drinks back, but the service well, like the service bar for the waitresses and everything, was blocked. The rest of the dining room couldn't see it, so I was over there in my own little bar world. And like this woman doesn't think this tastes like a Grey Goose martini. I was like, no problem. I take it, I put it back on ice, shake it, and just pour it right back in. And she'd take it back. And I was like, what do you think? She said it was perfect. It was great. It's the same fucking martini.
Why, you just had ice? Or she's just being a bitch?
She was just being a bitch. She just wanted me to like remake the martini. I would never remake it. I did that in New York. I did it in Los Angeles.
Worked
I did
every
it all,
time.
worked every single time. It never ever got sent back. Never.
Oh, people are just being snobby. Like,
Totally
this
snobby.
doesn't
This
tell-
doesn't taste. It tastes like it. It's. I mean, it is 100%. You have no idea how hard it is to taste the difference in vodkas.
Yeah.
Now, in whiskeys, it's a little different because like bourbons and scotches and all that kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Like Jack Daniels and Jim Beam clearly taste different, and some whiskeys but a lot of bourbons will taste very similar if you know what I mean. Same as effing red wine. Like unless you're a master or a sommelier or kind of a red wine snob,
Yeah.
a lot of red wine tastes very
A
similar.
lot of it does, but you can tell the difference between like $20 and like
Six.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, of
Can you
course.
though? I don't know.
Well, like
Sometimes.
the
Maybe I
Trader
drink a
Joe's
lot of-
$3 wine's good.
Maybe I drink
Yeah.
a lot of $3 wines.
Yeah, it happens.
That's good.
It happens.
What's the trick to get a bartender's attention?
Were you there in Chicago,
If you're
by the
a
way?
girl and it's a guy bartender, you can be hot. I mean, that's
it?
really the truth. And if you're a guy
If you're a
and you're
bearded
not
guy in
acting like an
Chicago.
asshole and you're just like looking at him and just kind of like throw up
just
your
put
finger.
the finger up and just say like, hey, excuse
man.
me, sir.
Yeah, excuse me, sir. Like, be nice.
So don't wave like a $20 bill.
No, and don't wave your credit card at him either.
Oh shit.
The
Gotta
key to
stop
getting
doing
a
that.
bartender's attention is to be a kind, normal person. It's not being like, hey, bro. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just be like, hey, man.
I want vodka soda, bro.
Hey, man. And you throw up a finger like, hey, man. And he's like, I'll be with you in 1 second. He'll say that. Like, hey, man, if you don't mind. And like, don't be like, hey, man, I've been here 15 minutes. Like, hook me up. That's never going to work.
Give your
try to be
excuses.
cool with the
Yeah.
bartender.
Hey, man, it's my birthday. Do you have anything going? No, we don't. Don't even tell me it's your birthday. One of your friends could be like, hey, man, it's his birthday. Could we do like a special shot? I'd be happy to do that. But if somebody says it's my birthday,
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
double
off.
charged.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck
You never
that shit.
want to celebrate their own person's birthday.
No, fuck that shit. No. I'm a big fan of that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Were you there with us in Chicago?
Which
for
night?
for that one, what was that bar called that we were there?
The last night?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last night where like everyone went to the bar. There,
Yes,
there
it
was
was
some
packed.
Yeah,
That
the lady
service
there was kind of fucking mean.
She
man.
was not mean. She
had a
was
coolness.
She was awful.
Oh, was she?
She was like not a nice person.
Yeah.
She charged me like $40, and I bought like a round of drinks for everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't
And
know where
and
the bill
and-
went to.
Well, we talked about it because she might have been a white waitress.
privilege?
White. It might have been like one of those because like Cody went up. And he's
It was
like,
a Steelers bar.
he's like, I got a drink just fine. And like me and Brian were up there trying to get drinks for so long.
We were waiting,
and
then
Cody
I was,
got it like
giving
within
us-
seconds.
She was giving us attitude, and then we're like,
Well, kind of.
saying.
You both seem like assholes. So.
Yeah, maybe that's
like,
true.
excuse me.
We're both
But,
bearded
but
fucks.
as far as fast food goes, that McDonald's in Chicago, that like super high end all glass
I didn't go to that
McDonald's.
one.
Yeah, Cody and I went there. It was right. It was
great.
right down the street.
That night of that last night, I'm walking back to my hotel. I was pretty drunk, and I stopped at McDonald's and I ordered everything.
You
and it was like snowing. It was like minus 10.
I ordered everything.
You did the same thing in New York. You ordered
Yes.
like 30 chicken nuggets.
Oh my god! I ordered so many nuggets. Like, well, here's
They
I
have
have
a deal right now.
Oh my God, there's a
buy a
McDonald's
big,
on the way home.
buy a Big Mac and get like 10 piece for like $1.
Oh my god!
fucking
I had a
great.
dream the other night about a Big Mac. I swear to God. All right, here's the thing. I have drunk kryptonite. I've drunk kryptonite, and it's definitely food, but most like 100% drunk kryptonite is McDonald's chicken nuggets and Taco Bell anything.
Jesus.
Okay. So if it's back in the day, okay. When Mark and I like would go to Comedy Store and he lived by that Taco Bell. We got Taco Bell all of the time, right?
There's a Taco Bell over there?
On Beverly, not where he lives now. Like
Okay.
back in the day when he lived in West Hollywood,
Right by the Grove.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there. Okay,
right by the
yeah.
Grove. So we'd stop
sorry.
at that Taco Bell all the time. We were like on a first name basis with one of the late night guys. His name was Reggie. He was awesome. So, and then when Ellis moved, he would always take the Uber up towards the valley. And on our way out, there was that drive-through McDonald's at Crescent Heights and Sunset Boulevard.
You take the Uber through the.
That's the one that you go through the building.
Yes.
like around
Uber
it.
through the building, right?
I love that
And
McDonald's.
it's the best,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So I remember the one time we got there and I ordered food and Mark was like, for you? And I was like, don't you dare judge me. And this is when I was living with Rob Lindo. Okay. This is before I even met Amanda.
Yeah.
I hadn't even met Amanda yet.
Wait, what was your order?
So I got 2 Big Macs, a 20 piece. Oh my God. Okay. I got 2 Big Macs, a 20
Already?
piece, a McDouble.
Sorry.
And an Oreo McFlurry. And I ate it all when I got home.
The Oreo McFlurry.
Oh, and
too?
French fries. And I got a French fry.
Oh, large
What's that, what
or-
size?
I think it was just like the regular fries.
Okay.
Yeah, like it wasn't. Yeah, it was the medium fry.
Oh my God.
Dude, I have done work. I told the girl from Taco Bell. Yeah, I told the girl from Taco Bell on Saturday. I said, one of the first nights, my wife Amanda and I went out. We went out for like got drunk and we were all hanging out. And I was like, "Hey, you want to stop at Taco Bell?" She's like, "Yes, I love Taco Bell." I love a bean and cheese burrito. And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm definitely marrying this girl, right?"
Wow.
So I went in there and I was like, I'll have the Doritos Locos box and we'll get a bean and cheese burrito and yada, yada, yada.
Going all
right?
out.
And it was the $5 box. Like I
Yeah,
thought,
yeah.
you know, the
Yeah.
2 tacos
Yeah,
and
they had
the
the whole thing,
burrito and
yeah.
everything, right? So we're sitting there and we're waiting. And, you know, you get the drink first. You know, I'm going up, I'm getting like the Powerade, I'm getting the iced tea. And that Taco Bell on Beverly, because she lived over there too. That Taco Bell on Beverly and La Cienega in Los Angeles. If you guys ever come to LA and you want a tourist place, late night, that Taco Bell is panda friggin' monium. It's either homeless people, drunk girls from the club, like dudes that are trying to hit on girls, or just, and it's insanity, right? So things are going on there. There's fights, there's people playing music. It's so much fun. And Amanda's like, where is our order? I'm like, where the fuck is our order? All of a sudden, the guy's like, 83. And I was like, there it is. And he hands me the Doritos Locos family box with the 12 Doritos Locos.
No.
He didn't understand my order, and I was too drunk to even notice the price that I paid, like $23. I'm like, oh, whatever.
It's Taco Bell.
It'd be $40 now.
Amanda's like, oh my God, you didn't want this many. I was like, oh,
It'll be tomorrow. Yeah,
whatever. We get in the Uber. The Uber had been waiting in the parking lot for like 20 minutes. This is the best.
Did you give him food at least?
I gave him a taco, of course.
Okay, yeah.
And so we get to our house. So there's 11 tacos left. I ate 9.5 tacos sitting there.
Jesus Christ.
And we woke up the next morning. Yeah, thank you. Woke up the next morning and she's like, please don't ever do that in front of me again. I was like, you know what? You make a solid point because the amount of tacos I ate was just unfreaking hell.
I think the first time I lived on my own in Pasadena, that first apartment I lived in, the first meal that I had was Taco Bell on my own. It was so sad.
Well, because
I was just all by myself.
You like just moved in, like no furniture on the floor.
Amber might have been. She might have come over and then we ate, or because Cody helped me move in that one, we might have gotten Taco Bell. I think actually, yeah, that's right. I think like my whole family left, and then Cody stuck around, and we got Taco Bell. That might have been the thing. I don't know.
Cody does love good Taco Bell. I texted him today. I said, I'll get you Taco Bell on your meal back.
We joked like we got him a gift card for TGI Fridays and Amazon.
Yeah, for his birthday?
Before he left. Just put like as a gift. For
Nice,
like, oh, you're having a kid. There you go. We were like joking about getting him $100 gift card at Taco Bell.
That'll last you a year.
Yeah.
We're like, let's do it.
Well, not with Cody.
This year, my mom gave me Chipotle, and I was like, next year maybe go taco.
Yeah.
When I moved into the apartment that I live in now, right?
Yes.
I was moving in with my buddy Paul. Like we lived there for the first few years. And we were running Casual Mafia and stuff. And I remember I moved in, and all I had was my clothes and a bed. And in the main room, I didn't have any. I didn't have a couch or any furniture yet. I had nothing. All I had was a beach chair that was like one of those, like a bigger kind of a beach chair.
Yeah.
I had a TV and like this little stand, and so I set, and it was a huge TV. So there was this giant TV, this beach chair, and this stand, and I'm sitting there eating Taco Bell alone, and I had a beer on the floor, right? And I went to go pick up the beer, and the beach chair collapsed on me, and I hit my face off the beer bottle, and I just started crying. I was like, I'm so alone. It's so dark and lonely. It was the best. But yes, the welcome Taco Bell meal is the best. You know who loves Taco Bell is my mother-in-law. Loves Taco Bell.
Okay, Beverly. Yeah,
Bev, she's fantastic. That's wrong, but close. And when you're driving up to Carmel or like that Monterey Peninsula, you take the 5 to the 46.
Yes,
and at the 46, there's a fantastic Taco Bell right there. Shit. Yeah, it's a very good one.
Work out? How do you not put on the pounds with all that shit?
I do work out a decent amount so I can eat shit.
Yeah.
You do like spin classes and shit.
I do some spin classes. I do some Pilates. I do like home workouts. Yeah.
Shit. And we found one place like right down the street from here. That's one.
A spin place or
Spin's bicycle,
right? Yeah.
Was it
I hate it.
Peloton?
Yeah, it's like a Peloton.
Like you just do like an hour straight or something.
It's an hour straight of just pedaling as hard as you
can. Like with an instructor being like, all right, guys, now we're going up a hill. We're going up a hill. What?
You think that an instructor talks like that?
What is he
like
talking?
This. Get up that fucking hill! And they're like supposed to be very motivating. So they'd be like, what you do right now is what the rest of your life looks like. I'm like, I'm on a fucking bicycle. It's dark. And here's the best one. My first class there. The first spin class I ever took, I was trying to impress Amanda. She's like, I love spin. Okay. I go to the spin class. Amanda is effing Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
Like she is so fast. Okay. She's in front of me and I'm just like looking at her butt and I'm kind of chilling. And her friend is the spin instructor and she is screaming at me. Right.
Oh.
So it starts and I was like, the music is so loud. It's insane. And I was like, this class ends and I'm just like, why does the music have to be so loud? She's like, you could have worn earplugs. I was like, you could have turned down the music. What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, but then people hear each other like grunting and like breathing. And I was like, and that's also creepy. But also, do you want people to have hearing later on in life? And I'll tell you what, dude, I've walked out of spin classes before where my entire body is, I'm like, I thought it was like a beach cruise. You could kind of go at your own pace. There's like beats, like there's weights. Dude, it is intense. It is super, super intense. The first spin class I walked out of, it looked like I jumped in the ocean. Like I'd sweated through everything. I was soaked through not only shirt, pants, or not pants, but like shorts,
boxers,
underwear. My socks were soaking wet. And this is 50 minutes.
I kind of want to do it.
I did the set and flow. You know
intense.
set and flow?
Set and flow, yeah. Set and flow's like that too.
Like boxing and like the high intensity stuff.
Yeah.
It's a guy being like, hey guys, let's go. All right. And with loud music. I wear earplugs all the time.
You have to. You go deaf.
I'm like, I can't subject my ears to that for an hour straight.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, why does it have to be that loud?
It's just like running.
I told a bit. The first time I ever tried the spin bit on stage was at Comic-Con in the Mark Ellis show, and it went over way better than I thought it was going to go. Because I have that first spin class was hysterical because I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I was like, I don't like this. I don't love gyms. I don't really, and I don't like going to classes where people are yelling at me. So I work out at home. Now, are my workouts long? Yeah, because I'm basically just watching TV and working at a sort of decent intensity the whole time.
Yeah, but it's still something.
It's still something. Because if I'm going to sit around and watch TV, I'd rather actually get something out of it because I can just work out and watch TV, and I have to watch TV for work. So I was kind of killing two birds with one stone.
Right.
What it is. Yeah.
Well, you've definitely encouraged me to go spin class now.
Dude, it's worth the comedy.
That's what it's like in the...
Jesus Christ.
Dude.
Oh, God, I hate this.
And there's you can go and request music, right? And so I request classic rock, right? That's what I want. And so...
chilling yacht rock.
Yeah, right?
Who the fuck?
Yeah. Here's what I want is I don't want this because you hear it going all right, slow it down. You're going to slow it down. This hill's coming up. You're going to get it. The rest of your life is right now. It is right now. You are going to get up. You are going to go. You are going to start pedaling. Turn it up 1. Turn it up 2. Turn it up 3. Bow, bow. And you're just pedaling as hard as you can. You're almost there. You're almost there. Go. I'm
You're like, this is not fun for me.
I don't like this at all.
I don't want to spend $100.
I wouldn't want metal music the whole time.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I want Jesse's on a vacation far away.
I would have Survivor, fucking Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, right?
On repeat.
Play me some Journey. Play me some Separate Ways. Feeling that it's gone.
Wait, here's when you get up and you're like...
Oh my God!
Fucking the regulars who are just chilling with it.
For my screaming.
You know what, dude? We've been doing this show here for fucking 8 months now. Whatever the fuck.
100 episodes.
No one's ever complained.
Really?
Yeah, no. Right. I think my neighbor, she's either a flight attendant or they're always going on vacation because I always hear a suitcase just
oh yeah,
and they're never here. And every time I see them, they're
at Burbank Airport.
Could be, yeah. That's why maybe because every time they pass by, they're like, "Oh, hi, how you guys doing?" No one's ever said anything.
We had a flight attendant in my building when we first moved in, and she just was always just in and out with a bag.
We shot a short film.
You're paying for the fucking to live there,
and they still stay here. We shot a short film recently, a few weeks ago, and there's a couple times where we're kind of stomping on the floor. No one said anything. We went until 3 a.m.
I had to fall.
Yeah. No one said anything.
Nice. You guys have been crushing at those short films. Fantastic.
Thank you.
I really liked the scary one, The Chase.
The Runner.
The Runner.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to like that one.
Everyone likes The Runner.
I dug that one a lot.
Yeah.
I did like Teddy. But
I think
really
Teddy's our best one.
I think as far as quality goes, Teddy 100%. I think the scare factor of The Runner was
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we've got as we kind of sort of wrap up the show here, we've got a new sketch coming out.
Nice.
Probably at the end of this month for Patreon peeps, and then maybe the first week of September for everyone else on YouTube. And then we're working on a new short film that we already shot. We got commentaries coming out left and right. Not even. No. Why did I say that?
We just had one.
We had one.
Oh,
I did one with Dorina and Frank. That's not coming out till next week.
What movie did you do?
We did Batman Returns.
Oh.
So
I like Batman Returns.
Yeah.
That's the Penguin one, right?
That's the Penguin one. Yeah.
DeVito.
Yeah.
And DeVito. And we just did House of the Dead. That came out last week, which was a hoot. We got to get you back on because I want to do Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys
Specifically 2. Bad Boys 2.
Of course.
You've seen Roadhouse, right?
I've never seen Roadhouse, but I know you have. It's
I was thinking about that.
It was Roadhouse for Halloween one year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Because it's on Netflix. I was like, let's get Macuga to watch Roadhouse. I've never seen it. We've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
So there's
I know
one
he
thing
rips throats.
Yeah, he does. Well, at the end, he rips one throat.
He rips a throat.
Yeah, and that's where MacGruber.
I think that's where MacGruber comes from. Yeah.
Kicking ass and ripping throats. I don't care how many throats I have to rip. So the thing that he does in Roadhouse is everybody always says I thought you'd be bigger, right? So I go in this party and I'm dressed like Roadhouse. I got the Patrick Swayze mullet and he wears these big khaki pants and this white shirt. I'm just carrying a car tire because he buys these. It's an inside joke and this everybody gets it. Every guy gets it. And one girl's like, why the fuck does that guy have a car tire? And he's like, he's from Roadhouse. And he's like, he works at a Roadhouse? And this girl just did not get it.
No.
And then he always just drinks black coffee. So I had a coffee pot and this tire, and the coffee pot had beer in it.
Oh, and you're just chugging it.
And yeah, I'm just chugging it, and I just was like carrying this car tire around all night. And then I lost the car tire at some party of the car tire, but I still
lose a tire.
I don't know. Dude, alcohol, man. But I kept that coffee pot all night long. Like I had a coffee pot full of Jack and Coke.
Oh shit.
It was awesome. It was one of the coolest Halloween costumes.
That's
Great.
dope.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, you're always a pleasure to have
Love you,
on the
buds.
show.
Love you.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I think our next commentary though should be Plasterhead, right? I'll get the DVD.
Oh, yeah,
we can definitely do Plasterhead.
It probably won't get hits, but
I don't give a fuck. I want to watch them. I want to watch it. I don't care about it. It's for our Patreon peeps. They'll love it. They'll love that kind of shit.
I dig it.
Definitely would. So if you want to see Plasterhead, we're gonna do a comments for you. But for real, man, you're always welcome to the show.
Thanks,
we love having you on.
being on.
It's good to have you on and talk to you because I feel like we don't really talk as much. I know we work with each other, but we're always so fucking busy.
I know.
And
you're over in your curtained corner now.
We're in our curtain corner. I'll be
Those
on
are
live
the old
this
Josh
week.
Macuga show curtains.
Those are. Thank you for those. Don't take them back because we need them.
I know.
I'll be on live this week. I think I'm probably switching live and shit. So I'll see you there and we'll hang out and we'll do some stuff.
I miss you too, Bray.
I miss you.
And we'll get you in some sketches in a short. Hey, if we see Plasterhead and we want to see you for a starring role,
I can act.
I think you could do some dramatic stuff that I'd love
some
for
dramas.
you to do. We got some stuff planned for the end of this year and going into next year.
Dig
So we'll definitely keep you in mind.
That's from Hereditary.
That's hereditary. Yeah.
But yeah, you're not going to be in New York, but you will be in Arizona.
I'll be in Arizona September 14th for Schmodown. You guys can catch me. Phoenix, Scottsdale. Tempe Improv.
Tempe, excuse me.
Tempe Improv that Saturday. I am, you guys can check me on Collider Live every single day. You can check me on any of the Collider properties that I'm on as well. WGN America. The Afternoons with Josh and Ken has been a ton of fun. We're launching a new a portion of the podcast on our channel over there, which is pretty fun.
You guys doing a new murder series? I haven't finished the first one.
No, is that a murder? So people seem to like Is That a Murder, but we saw like some numbers kind of dip by the end because I think they got the joke by the end because we did like 6 episodes. But Ken and I have an idea that's going to be like a long running series that we're hopefully going to turn into like a book from the podcast.
Ooh, fuck yeah!
No way.
Yeah, way. I mean, Ken and I have been having a blast doing that. That's like some of the most fun I've had in my entire career. So it's super, super rewarding.
Nice.
And Amanda and I are working on a special little thing. So, just trying to stay busy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? WGN America might start doing some live stuff with me on air. So keep up with that. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That's where I post everything. So.
Sweet. All of Josh's stuff will be in the description down below. Click that shit. Buds. Check out all the stuff. He's actually one of the few people that I'm friends with or work with that I haven't muted. So you're a lot of fun. Yeah, you're the one of the person that I actually haven't muted. So
makes you feel pretty good.
You're
for as much as I tweet too. You think
you do tweet a lot, but it's constant. Like, oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah. So give Josh follow everything that he's got going on.
Thanks,
and keep up to date with everything that he's got going on in the future. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wanger Show. We're uploading stuff there. Me and Brian did a review for The Boys recently. Did you finally finish that?
Did I finish what?
The Boys.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, cool. Patreon section.
Yeah, Macuga watch it?
Oh, yeah.
The full season.
Oh, yeah.
So we did a review.
We'll
Me and Brian did a spoiler review, except in that review, Brian hadn't seen the last episode yet. So now maybe we can kind of cap that off. But if you guys want to check that out, that's up on the channel. We also just posted a making of Teddy video. It's kind of like our mini documentary on the making of our latest short film, Teddy. Nice. That's up on the channel as well. And then if you're a Patreon supporter, there is a behind the scenes and bloopers bonus video of Teddy where a girl, probably high, was asking us if we can let her through the gate to go up to some haunted house because we shot the short film on 420. Nice. And as happens in Santa Clarita, apparently, a lot of high kids want to go see a haunted mansion.
Makes sense to me.
If you're a $3 tier person and up, go check that out. Also, if you are a $3 tier person and up, the House of the Dead commentary is there along with a little highlight video for you guys all to watch for all the $1 peeps if you want to actually join. And if you don't, then you can find House of the Dead on our Bandcamp. Check out our TeePublic store. We have shirts. We got to plug that more. We probably have more ideas.
Ken and I never plug our TeePublic.
If you guys want a t-shirt for Wanger Show, get them. They're really cool.
Show de los Wangers.
We have some great stuff that our buddy Mike DeWolf created for all y'all. And again, short film, sketch, more stuff coming out. And Bug House is not gone anywhere. That is going to come. It's a little horror web series that we've been working on that we need to...
Bug House?
Bug House.
No, thank you.
Actually, I think we have a part for you. There's actually one scene where there's a lot of
bugs.
No.
Oh.
No. I'm not an entomologist. What the fuck?
Nice vocab, dog.
Thank you. I studied entomology and it was a forensics.
I had an entomology class in college. We called it Bugs 1. Swear it was
fuck that shit. Yeah. No. And if you're listening to the show, thanks. Subscribe, rate, review. If you're brand new to the show, welcome. We're on Anchor as well. We love hearing from all y'all. And subscribe to this channel if you're brand new. Like the video, that helps out the show, and comment. Brian, take us out. We'll do some Patreon stuff. I have not forgotten the Discord questions. We're going to answer some of those after this.
I'm going to pee real quick.
Oh my God, can you make it back in time?
I don't know.
He always does this. He always does this. I hope Amber's not in the bathroom. He scares the shit out of her. She loves taking poos at this time. No. She fucking hate me.
My air guitar is not very good. I'm just like...
It's a lot of chugging. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if I can play it. Hold on. I'm playing the bass right now. I can't do it. And Brian has not made it back. Welcome to the Patreon section. Oh my God.
Here.
Want to slap a little bass?
I'll slap the bass.
Slap a little bass.
Slap the bass.
Slap the bass. You want to slap or you want to pick it?
Slap the bass. Don't you like it?
I actually bought... Funny story about this bass. I bought this guitar. You didn't make it, Brian. I bought this guitar...
Bass, Brian.
I bought this guitar at the Guitar Center near where you live.
Oh.
Because that's when me and Frank were like, start a band. I'm like, all right, cool. So I bought a bass.
Yeah. You bought it in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And we wrote half of a song and never played again. It was kind of fun, though.
I'm sick at bass.
It's the easiest one of all of them. Yeah, for sure.
I think I can do like boom.
But like. Oh, fuck, you started playing that. I thought he did it. But you got to be like a badass at the bass. Like, if you're a badass at the bass, it's fucking cool as fuck. William S. Belford answers some Discord questions.
Is he a bassist?
I hope so. The Wanger Show helps me take my mind off things. What is your... Oh, thank you, by the way. What is your go-to when you need to decompress and take your mind off stuff? Josh, jerking off? Oh.
I think I mentioned it earlier. Dumb and Dumber, MacGruber, Bad Boys 2.
Comedy stuff,
yes. Yeah, for sure.
I like to listen to shows where I hear other people's problems. Like, see, they're fucked up too.
Yeah. Everybody's got their problems.
Yeah, everyone's got their problems. Yeah. I like to, watching movies is nice, but even sometimes movies, like, a thought will come in my head. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, if I'm dreading something or if something's bothering me, it'll come back in my head, but... Showers, hot showers and baths.
Really?
Yeah,
You're a bath guy.
Yeah,
I can't sit.
That's like my meditation.
I think you and I are
sitting
on the
in my
same
own
page
filth
with germs.
Oh yeah. I wash my hands constantly. My hands like start cracking when it's cold out.
You gotta get the germ. You gotta get the lotion that has the antibacterial, a little bit of antibacterial.
Oh, they have that?
Yeah, it's good.
Shit.
Yeah, Neutrogena I think makes it,
yeah.
or Navino maybe.
Every time I touch I can't touch this doorknob before I leave because I have to wash my hands again.
I just like constantly hand sanitizing, a lot of hand washing, but I always moisturize. Big moisturizer.
Okay, I gotta do that.
That came out of nothing.
Oh,
it came out.
Usually does.
I listen to music, by the way.
Oh, music guy.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
Big music. Soothing music or
what are you into all kind of music?
Yeah, okay. It's all because I listen to Slipknot. What are you jerking off for?
It's like, I listen to all kind of music. No, you don't.
Why not?
You listen to country?
Yeah, country's fine.
You like Luke Bryan?
Not like modern. Like
you like Merle?
Oh, you liking the new Slipknot album?
Waylon Jennings.
You listen to
George Strait?
George Strait's not bad.
Like classic stuff.
I take that back. I didn't mean to jerk off.
Is Slipknot good?
Slipknot's very good. It's one of my favorite bands.
You have to like that kind of music. I like Unsainted. That's my favorite song from there.
Yeah, that's like that was like their first single that they released for it. Yeah.
Is Slipknot the one where they wear the masks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nine guys.
Yeah.
You have to like that. But I want to buy the Tarantino soundtrack because I like that kind of music from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Did Slipknot do the soundtrack or something?
No.
No.
From it's a different thing.
It's good 70s rock.
Slipknot was in the hit film Rollerball.
Oh.
Yeah.
Slipknot was soundtrack for The Boys.
Slipknot.
Oh yeah,
The Boys?
yeah. Solway Firth. Mm-hmm.
No way.
Great song.
It's a great show.
Ruben25 asks, what would be your perfect birthday? Since you all aren't sharing it and posting a lot, which I get, I'm the same way. Thanks, Ruben. Perfect birthday is just like, I don't care. Like, staying at home or just a dinner, I guess.
I'm very specific about my birthday.
Okay.
I want.
You celebrate every year, or like when you're like a 30 and like
no, like
35?
I don't really want a birthday party. I do like doing karaoke. I've had karaoke birthday parties at Barney's Beanery and stuff like that. But the only thing I really want on my birthday is either a steak or a burger. Like I want. You know what I want? That's what I want. I'm not like that's the only thing I want on my birthday is a steak or a burger. That's it. Yeah.
Brian, with like just like a group of people, or just like your significant other?
Me and wife.
Yeah,
I don't need a lot of people.
Keep it tame. Yeah, I don't need no party. I need no party for me.
I don't want people celebrating my birthday.
Even like I get like 21st birthday. Okay, I get. Sure. I had a surprise birthday thrown for me a few years ago, which was like, oh, that's nice. And me and Amber first started dating, and I was like, oh, she did that for me? Like, oh, that was sweet. Oh, wow. And then I just got shit-faced and actually found out I was allergic to Rumplemans.
Oh, that happens.
So,
yeah.
I don't like a whole like party, like celebration to me. It just seems very
I know, like me inviting you, like, hey, we're all celebrating my birthday this day. I mean, like, I get a lot of my friends do that, but like, if Amanda wanted to throw me a birthday, great.
Yeah.
But I'm not throwing my own birthday.
Yeah, you won't find me sending out invites on Facebook to my own birthday party or doing a live stream on my birthday party. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Sammy Leon Mendoza asks, hi, guys. This is for Josh.
Oh, me?
Sammy lives in Arizona.
Oh, AZ.
The Wildberries are, of course, my favorite team. What kind of entrance should we be looking forward to from you guys? Also, yours and the Mrs. Twitter game is great. She's the best.
Thank you. She is. She's quite special.
One of the few people I haven't muted.
Boom, boom.
Want to know who I muted?
We haven't. Elliot and I need to talk about the entrance, but it's going to be big. There will be fireworks inside. Apparently, we're not allowed to put those inside.
I don't think you're allowed to do that. Yeah.
Probably like a confetti cannon, and a 13th century war cannon, more than likely. Probably going to get the Laker girls to come, the entire Arizona State cheerleading squad. We're going to actually get wild berries to throw in the audience and then ruin the entire carpet of the improv.
Those are extinct berries, too.
Yeah, they are.
Endangered species, excuse me.
Totally. We're probably going to get some crunch berry cereal to throw into the audience. I'm going to get a megaphone, no cheerleader megaphone, the ghost of Andre the Giant. You know, just
give me a W.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's really what we're looking for.
There you go, Sammy.
And then, of course, some Funky Cole Medina.
Oh, of course.
That's not the song.
Oh,
Funky Cole Medina.
Front.
It's called
Queen, if you know what I mean. Let's do the wild thing.
This is Wild Thing.
Yeah.
I choose my songs very deliberately.
Stephen MB96. Josh, can we get the Wangers to do a commentary track with you for the 80s classic film Vision Quest? I've never seen it.
Okay.
Never heard of that.
Vision Quest is incredible. Matthew Modine. Journey does the soundtrack.
Oh, there you go.
Only the young. He plays a wrestler.
Before or after he won his Oscar?
I think before.
Okay.
He plays like a teen. He plays a high school wrestler. Linda Fiorentino plays like his. It's a coming of age story. Linda Fiorentino plays like his sexual conquest. He has to wrestle this guy called Shoop. He has to lose a lot of weight. It's a really cool story, and he works at this hotel, and the guy he works with is a Native American guy, and he tells him about the Vision Quest, and he has to go on this Vision Quest.
Culturally,
and he has to go up this pegboard. You guys remember the old pegboards in gym class?
That's the hardest shit ever.
I know.
Yeah.
And so he'd have to go up the pegboard, and it was pretty cool.
Easy with these shoulders. Yeah.
Maybe
one day.
Vision Quest. You guys, I'm telling you what.
Never seen it.
It rarely is on TV, but if you ever see it on, or if you see it somewhere, watch Vision Quest. It's great. It's a great 80s flick.
Okay.
Yeah.
DJ Snacks.
Yeah.
Hey, Macuga.
What's up?
Looking forward to the Arizona show.
Yeah, yep.
He asks, what do you do to get ready to go on the road?
Well, I lived in New York. There you go. I lived in New York with a bunch of guys that traveled a bunch, and they also had they were like guys that could subscribe to GQ and like Vanity Fair and that kind of stuff, right? So I'd always read GQ, and one of the adult, it was like man turning into it or like boy turning into man, adult things to do is always have your toiletry bag packed, right? So like my toiletry bag is always ready to go. So I never.
What's in it?
Deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, comb, moisturizer. Q-tips.
It's all travel size stuff.
All travel size stuff. Ready to go. Ready to go. Just like if I have to jump, like if I have to be on the road in 10 minutes, throw that in the bag, a couple t-shirts, a couple pairs of jeans, a suit jacket, and I'm gone.
Whoa.
Shit.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And I travel so much that I'm used to being on the road now. So it's
true.
fun.
You do travel a lot.
It's been good.
Yeah.
Travel for work or just like personal
Both.
stuff or both? You know, both.
Yeah. Been kind of lucky with work the last like year and a half or so, being able to travel a decent amount.
I'd say out of everything Schmodown related, the thing I love the most is traveling.
Yeah.
I love going to different states.
Me too.
I've never been to Chicago before.
Cool
I've been
thing.
in New York, but it's always fun. Houston, I've never been.
Can I tell you a funny story about Brian Prez over here?
Yeah, we can close out the show with it.
So Brian Prez and I were on the same flight to Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
With his, are you still dating the same girl?
Yes.
Okay. She's lovely. very lovely girl. We get off and we all split an Uber together into the city. And
this is for the Chicago show.
Chicago show.
An hour Uber.
It was like the worst traffic you've ever seen. We were like stuck in this Uber. We all fell asleep in the Uber kind of thing. We were talking at the beginning and then we all kind of fell asleep. So we get to the Uber and I was like, yeah, you go here, and he's like, is this a safe part of the city? I'm not like gonna get shot or anything here.
Who? Brian asked this?
Because you hear stories of Chicago being like the most dangerous part of America.
I was like,
really?
I think you're fine. There's an Apple store right there.
It was like the Rodeo Drive of Chicago.
Yes, it was the most expensive part of Chicago.
I don't know that. I don't know where I'm at. I just hear
great. I was like, you'll be fine, Brian.
And I was at the wrong hotel. I wasn't even supposed to go.
Wasn't even at the right hotel. It was the best.
Oh, jeez.
Love the kid.
Oh, that's funny. Well, like when we got delayed.
You don't like it?
Unless it's for work. I don't like, because I don't see the point in going just like, hey, let me go. I need a reason to be.
You don't like vacations?
No.
You don't like fun and happiness and
what?
breaks?
Like let me just like go to Chicago for a week. I don't see the joy.
If we did like a trip to Laughlin to go gambling, you wouldn't go?
I would go to that. Yeah.
What about like a tropical vacation, like going to an island?
Want to go to Hawaii with
at
us?
The beach.
But like Santa Monica's right here, or like Malibu's
Oh.
right here.
Dude, you got to go. You got to get out, man.
gross,
There's
though.
some
Santa
beautiful
Monica's
parts
gross.
of this
Malibu's
world.
nice.
You got to.
Yeah.
There's some beautiful parts of this world that you should go and see.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone's
go
telling me to go
travel.
to London, and I'm like,
London's
I'd be
fine.
down to go to Europe. Yeah, I haven't been.
London's fine. It's a very bustling city. It's a really cool city to go to for a couple of days. Very expensive, but like get outside of London. Like the countryside of England is gorgeous. Scotland and Ireland are ridiculously nice. Like the Cliffs of Moher. Going to see some of these cool things in the world are totally worth it because it's like you could see pictures of it and then you like experience it and it's a pretty magical thing. Like Italy is incredible. Amsterdam's amazing. Germany, the country. Like
I would see no point in going to Italy.
Wow, man, you gotta get out, dude. Italy's amazing. The
But
food, the people, the sights.
If you ever got married,
beaches.
what would you do for a honeymoon? Go to Santa
Have
Monica?
you told your girlfriend this?
Yeah, she's a traveler. She went like backpacking through Europe. So
Yeah.
Oh
she-
God,
she,
that's
like,
just scary to me.
She's like, yeah, I have a month off. I can just go backpack and like stay in hostels and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, I would
No,
never
no,
do that.
fuck
Don't
that
stay in
shit.
hostels
No.
past like age 25. Because I did the backpacking thing in college. Like I did my study abroad in Italy, and then once that was over, I like lived in Italy for a bit, and then I went backpacking with a couple buddies, and we were like in Spain for 20 days, and like did a couple little things. We stayed in hostels, and like there was a couple ones where I slept like hugging my bag. I was like, I do not feel safe here. I don't like it. Let's get the hell out. But we
See, that's not
had no
enjoyable for me.
options.
See, I don't.
Yeah, but like you
I
got to
don't
enjoy
want
the
to do
city and
that.
then like sleep. I mean, sometimes it's terrible, sometimes it's okay.
I don't know.
Or I could
It's,
not do
it's
any
life
of that.
experiences. It's
Nah,
life
I
experiences.
feel like she would like kind of like, come on, let's go, and then
Yeah.
you would go along for it.
No, she's gonna force me. She's like, you're gonna travel. Like, there's no choice.
Woo!
Like, you're gonna travel.
I like
I'm like,
her.
I
I
do.
like
Well, 'cause
her.
I like her.
that was the first time I went to New Jersey to see her
Where?
New Jersey to see her friends over there. And then I went
What
to
sketch
South-
is that from?
It's from Fred Armisen playing Governor Patterson, the blind governor.
New Jersey.
He's like,
Well, now you're going to New York this weekend.
yeah, I'm going.
Have you been to New York before?
Yeah, I've been there before.
If you see Brian, go say hi.
I like it there, but then also like I've been there, so I don't have to go again.
But
Like,
have
I
you
don't-
seen all of New York?
I lived there for 2 years. I still love going back.
It's fine.
I love going back every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah, New York's
like,
fun.
I need something. I need a reason. I need something to see. Because my girlfriend's like, "What do you want to do when you're
Her.
here?" Yeah, I'm gonna see her.
Yeah, that's the reason.
So,
Does she live in New York now?
She's working on a place. She's been there for like a few weeks now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she's been there. And I'm gonna go see her. But
Bachelor
then-
life.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I have
Yeah.
Taco Bells and
Yeah,
Jack in the Box tacos.
Oh man, with ketchup.
I ordered a pizza, just put it on my lap, and just ate it from the box.
Yeah.
So Amanda went out of town. This is like a month or so ago. It was like 2 or 3 months ago. And she left, and I ordered a full, like a meat lover's stuffed crust Pizza Hut pizza and ate the whole thing in one sitting.
Oh yeah.
You know how hard that is? Like,
yeah.
I was just like,
No judging, nothing.
Doesn't that hurt your stomach?
oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But it was so
deep,
worth
deep
it.
dish or thin crust?
It was stuffed crust.
No, but which one do you like? Deep
Oh,
dish or
I
thin?
like thin
crust?
crust.
Thin
Yeah,
crust
yeah.
better, baby.
You like pan pizza is what you're saying. You like
Yeah.
the Chicago deep dish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. You like pan, like just regular, not like super thin.
No, I love the thin. Give me the super thin.
Thin's better.
But you like the thin from Pizza Rev. You always get it.
Yeah, but I get like the more traditional one. There's like the traditional and the Roman thin.
Okay. Got it.
I go to pizza. I went to Pizza Rev today.
Yeah, well, that's why I brought it up because I saw you walk in with
Yeah.
it. I pointed at the Pizza Rev and you gave me the point
Yeah.
back. It was
Pizza
good.
Rev, that's too thin. That's like
That's
a
a
piece
cracker.
of cardboard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
cracker.
It's tiny.
Like the best, crazy enough, telling you, we were in Aspen, a little place called Aspen. And they had this place called it was just called New York Pizza. And you walked upstairs, it was cash only, and dude, it's one of the best slices of pizza I've ever had in my life. It was big.
That's
and
coming from a New
lovely.
Yorker.
I know.
Well, I remember
it's from New York.
Earlier this year when we went, we drunkenly walked all through towards
Times Square.
Times Square and stumbled. Yeah. More so you, because I think I was fine at that point.
I was hammered.
And we went to Joe's, like the Spider-Man 2 one.
Yes.
Fuck, that pizza was great.
It's good.
I know.
It's huge for like
Huge.
$3 or something.
So good.
The other funny one was I was in Seattle with Ellis Knapsack, myself, Darina, her couple of friends, and I walked to this pizza place, and they had a bunch of slices. I was like, I'll have one of each slice. And there was like 6 of them. He put it in a box, and he was like $68.50. I was like, "Oh,
What the fuck?
that's an expensive pie. You got me there, pal. You got me on that one. I take that one on the head, sir.
Yeah.
That's my bad."
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I think like one slice had every topping on it. It was the heaviest pizza box I've ever carried.
Fucking Seattle.
What are you gonna do?
The fucking deep dish is too much.
It's lasagna. You're eating lasagna.
That's what it is.
It's handheld
liked it.
lasagna.
I liked
It's
it.
good. It's
You don't
very
need
good.
to fight. It's
It's not
fine.
even handheld. You have to eat it with a knife and a
I know.
fork.
Well, when we went to Giordano's and we ordered like
Giordano's is
fucking
good.
4 pizzas.
It took 45 hours to make.
That's a lot of pie.
Yeah.
I mean, you're cooking a lasagna. It's a lot of pizza.
I think I'm eating pasta tonight too.
Pasta's
boy.
good.
All right. Well, Josh, thanks.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
Cheers.
You're welcome back anytime.
Thanks, boys.
Except like,
Next week.
Next week, yeah.
That's too much.
We got a
Like,
guest.
Let's be real.
Got a list of guests.
All right. Go get some Taco Bell.
All right.